He's got the Spirit supplied slow, so he can fight as soon as he has that Aghanims, of course, with the talent, but the big one is that 15, that extra Spirit Hero damage that does come out. But yeah, look at this immediately. Seb now positioned up top. He wants to push the top tower as soon as Liquid is positioned in mid. And Jarek's already looking to set up down toward the bottom lane. Liquid have to just get these towers. Have to get some type of map advantage here.
Once Anna has the Aghanims, things are going to start getting very tricky for Liquid when they turn up like this.
Yeah.
The spirits will be out.
Yeah, and they have Bristle. That's a good thing, right? Bristle can be good versus the IO. If you can get on top of him, the goo. You don't have the highest armor traditionally on the IO, but he's versus an actual counter. Timbersaw, very good versus Bristle back at all stages. It's just that farm game, OG.
Got mind control. Looking towards Seb up top, but it's hard really for these heroes without the shackle shot or GH getting a beautiful angle. It's very hard for them to kill Seb. It's very hard for them to kill pretty much anybody if they don't have Weehawk. If they can catch some of the supports and the running around by themselves, they can maybe pick them up, but they really need Weehawk for the damage. The rest of them do not really provide that at this point of the game versus what they're against. Magnetize can be good, but there's a lot of ways that they can deal with it. Not only with the tankiness of how they are, but also there's an advantage. We just remove it a lot of the times.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Seb, he could just get away with this. Pushing this wave into the tier 2 every single time. Knowing that, sure, if Liquid do come for him, it's going to be so many of their resources that it's probably going to be worth it for OG to have Seb positioned that aggressively and for him to draw that much attention towards him. Thompson's getting space, Anna's getting space.
Look at that build by Thompson. Diffusal Gyrocopter.
Wait, what?
Diffusal? Gyrocopter, I just said it.
Stretch Diffusal Gyrocopter. Fancy that, Thompson.
So
doing something that I don't think I've ever seen this.
Kind of. I mean, it's interesting because it's going to provide a lot of mana burn, which is going to be annoying for Liquid.
Okay.
It gives you a lot of agility, and it gives you ways to run around and chase heroes down, I guess.
It's Liquid.
Different.
They've got the kill squad getting mobile again.
They can transition this into a Roche. DD rune on the Bristleback. They've got Pipe. Yeah, they can easily do this one with the Medallion as well. However, OG, they know what's going on. They can look to contest this as well. As do they have the Aghanims finished up? It's almost there for Ana. And they're pinging it. They seem, now they're aware of it, but it looks like it's almost too low for them to contest with all this minus armor. And Liquid will get away with this one.
And let's see what they can do with it. Aegis, Pipe, they have those early tools to start making moves. Start looking towards some of these tier 2 towers.
Ags is complete now on the IO. So Ags IO finished, and we're about to hit 20 minutes. So I'm assuming that OG's gonna buy the tome, give it to that IO so he gets the extra spirit damage. Liquid, they gotta group up and try to get something big here. They gotta catch out these backlines heroes. They really have to get on top of the IO with a nice shackle shot for We had to focus fire him. They have to control and stun the IO.
Hunting for Anna. Won't quite find, but definitely, yeah, thinking about it, this Diffusal Blade, I see what you mean. It does make sense, right? There is, you look at what Miracle and Mind Control in particular.
They're completely dependent on their mana.
And they're dependent on the fights being drawn out, right? Yeah. They revel in situations where the fight continues. And sure, they can't kill them quickly necessarily, OG, but Thompson, he can burn, he's going to take their mana away, and they're going to be essentially some of these useless, tanky targets on the front that OG can then ignore and look for the more volatile kills.
And he's acting as this like super frontliner. And Bristleback is a hero that if you don't have mana, you don't have damage. So if he's just going to be burning the Bristle, I can see it. You know, I can see it. And he's super farmed, and look how tanky he is. 2,000 HP on the Gyro. There's going to be an MKB finish now for Weehawk, so his damage is going to be very high as Seb's getting slowed down. He's got greens available, but he's getting burst.
I mean, they're bringing him low. He's got the shield. Now they'll be able to turn. Cooldowns drop down by Thompson. And here we have it. Miracle. His mana's gone. He's able to pop the stick, get it a fair bit of it back, and he's able to head back in, pushing OG back behind the rags. They're getting a good amount of damage onto this tier 3 tower. Liquid. They push on
IO. That spirit hero damage is there now. Ana going to join the fray finally.
There we have it. Miracle's mana. It's pretty much entirely gone by Thompson's focus to look for GH. He can't get out. There's no mana. GH. He's dead. And now OG. They have that numbers advantage for this defense. They'll try and change the board. Thompson. The rocket barrage brings Miracle down. There's the shackle turnaround. They're looking for Jarex. Jarex backing away. Thompson focusing Miracle. Miracle's still out of mana because of this diffusion. Jarex. He's able to cover. The GA is out. We all will fall though. The back There's only the once. He just gone. Thompson, he's on top of Kuro. Another cooldown there. The toss back into the combo. Jack,
oh my God.
They're all getting picked apart as mind control falls. Miracle is surrounded. And they're all able to get this as well. OG, they will fall.
And they're even taunting. They toss him to the dragon.
They did because of that as well.
Holy crap. Thompson. The refusal.
Already. Look at that first ban. It's so beautiful. It's very
It's
dark.
Ricky, you just can't see it.
Yep.
It's not Ricky, guys, calm down.
I was watching these two teams. Actually, I was watching their drafts as well, right? Me and Harry Freak, Nicola, we were preparing a little bit, seeing what heroes they like to ban, like to pick. Viking obviously are a known team to us. They've played in recent tournaments as well. ESL 1, they did well. They destroyed, what was it, Secrets, right? 2-0, something like that. But Team Unique, maybe they aren't as popular in the West, but all of these players, man, they
at least
go
half
back.
of them.
Yeah, they go back, and you know pretty much all of them. Perhaps Illusion is the one that's kind of new.
Yeah.
Zitrax as well.
Well,
a year
Zitrax,
or
I
two
think
ago.
of him, it's like, straight away when I saw he was on the team, I was like, is he going to pick Drow Ranger? Right.
Oh yeah, it's actually the player that got known because of that Drow Ranger. He made it to one.
Didn't he play in team with Immortal Faith at some point? Who is the coach for Viking GG? I think he did actually.
So they know it.
Yeah, I think they know.
Is there any bad blood? Do you know that?
Okay, that I don't know. But
He was building, you see, you just want the drama list.
Zitrax is young, so if he maybe got removed from some stack or something, there's gonna be some bad blood.
So the other part, by the way, when I looked on the other side, is Unique by comparison on their way to get here, had a hard time. They lost 2 series, only won 1 in the group stage, and then they had to 2-1 both Empire Hope and Cyber Legacy.
Yeah, they were in the tiebreakers, right? They did their homework though, banning out the Chen, Ember, and Dragonite, something that Viking GG plays quite often. Viking GG at the same time going the high mode, banning all the supports like pretty much everyone in Division 1 is doing right now.
Yes.
One hero that did go through for Viking GG that they love to pick is that Earth Spirit. They kind of draft it almost every single game.
They love all the spirits, actually. I think it was
Void Spirit,
28.
Ember Spirits, yeah.
They done the 5 spirit strategy. Sadly, we won't get to see it today, though.
Yeah, all of the core spirits that you play on core, Boom plays them really well. He likes the mobile heroes a lot. On the other hand, they play Nerd Spirit as well, so we might see even like a spirit lineup from them. And one more thing that we haven't seen have much success in Division 1 is Jakiro, who has been played a few times in Division 2, so that's a cool hero against the Tusk as well, though I guess Phoenix is also fine because he can slow the attack speed. Tusk really not a hero that we've been seeing too much in the Division 1 since.
Especially not in the first opening draft. Weaver, right? I mean, Tusk Weaver, obvious, especially versus the Phoenix. So such an obvious pick. Tag team with the Weaver is really strong as well. You can see that Viking GG, they're opening with a more solid kind of a lineup, like they have this combo Phoenix plus Axe, something that we see more often in the tier 1 scene, while Team Unique, they're opening with Tusk and Weaver. It's easier, right, to play this because there's so much damage and it's focused mainly on the laning stage early on. This most likely will be your position for Tusk and offlane Weaver.
Yeah, that's also what I would like to see, because I don't want to see a position 1 Weaver, and this Weaver is good against the Egg in the beginning, and later on you have a save for the Axe call, so you can basically pick any carry you want.
Well, we've seen the Weaver works quite well, even the support role, right? I think it's Virtus Pro. They were making it work against Phoenix lineups where all Zayt's had to do is chase after the egg and just blow it up every time.
Yeah.
But whose opening style do you like more, right? Where you've got this kind of bully the lanes versus solid
We just
combo.
told you that, KP. Listen to us.
No, you compared to tier 1, right? You compared to the tier 1
We're
team.
saying both of these drafts have their weaknesses and strengths, right? On the side of Viking GG, the teamfight potential afterwards and how people play this Axe plus Phoenix is definitely stronger than the Tusk and Weaver, but Tusk and Weaver early on should be very difficult to deal with.
But I guess my point, sorry, I should have expanded, is that within the tier 2, tier 3 scene, right? Because it's a different style of play, right? Tier 1, we usually talk about you make one mistake, a team like Secret capitalizes it and puts you out of the game. What sort of drafting style or opener do you think has more room for forgiving if you make mistakes in games?
As an opening, yes, the right one, because they have, I mean, the Phoenix one, because they have better team fight. I guess that's the only way. Grimstroke, one other hero that has a really good interaction with Tusk. If you ulti the Tusk, he's connected to someone, he cannot snowball. On the other hand, if you're out of the Grimstroke ult and you snowball, you can pick up both of the heroes. So that can work quite well. Tusk is a really good save hero in this game. In the laning stage later on, I'm not sure, like in the laning stage, it's gonna be really hard for this Grim to do a lot. Nigma, for now, there is nothing to cancel the black hole if he casts it on himself. If he doesn't, then Axe can, I guess, get the call. So a solid Enigma game for now. But what does this make the Weaver position?
Still kind of flexible, right?
Yeah.
You could have 4 or 3 on either.
Yeah, or maybe we have a Tusk 5 as well.
That could be true, yeah. Task 5 to follow that Axe, hit him with a tag team right early on, and then Weaver with the Enigma on the offlane, something like that, perhaps.
Are you a little bit worried about the black holes with the Phoenix, though? Because you can egg. I guess it's kind of a case of if you black hole and then your opponent eggs, by the time it finishes, you should be done.
It's good that you egg beforehand. So you try to egg immediately, then the Enigma can black hole if you're scared of that.
Now this is their comfort zone completely. If you look at their drafts, the cores that they're picking on that position 1 from Viking GG, it's usually your Slarks, your Rickies, and an Ember here and there. So this one is definitely solid with the Grimstroke. High armor is going to make him quite difficult to deal with for Enigma with those Eidolons as well. Overall, you have the smoke screen versus the Enigma versus the Weaver. But yeah, this is a very difficult draft to read from Unique right now with the Timber as well coming into play.
I guess it's like Timber off lane, Enigma 4 in the woods, and we have these two on the safe lane. Then Tusk is chasing the Axe, and then anytime Axe comes close to the tier 1 tower, the Weaver just comes and he dies.
Yeah, that makes most sense.
Yeah.
So this Enigma most likely will be just constantly eating creeps and farming the jungle. You get that first, I guess, Dominator perhaps in this kind of a game. You could go for a Blink as well, straight Blink BKB, because they have no BKB piercing abilities. But
the Dominator looks really good in this game.
I mean, yeah, it looks really good. And both of these drafts are solid so far. Obviously, Viking GG are doing something more standard right now, and Team Unique is showing us a curveball a little bit with the Enigma. But and one thing that we usually don't like way too much is a Weaver core, and this most likely makes this Weaver a position 1. Position 1 Weaver versus an Axe versus a Ricky isn't really that great as well. You're not building that Aghanims to save anyone. You have to itemize into damage, and it just doesn't look like the best game for Weaver to be position 1.
And there's not a great save for you, right? Like, we can talk about tough snowball you want, but it's very hard to be in the right position at the right time.
And when you have a Ricky in team, especially if this Tusk is going to be a position 5 with an Enigma, position 4, he's not getting the farm, he's not getting the blink, he's not getting a 4-staff, so it's going to be extremely hard for him to kind of play this game. His job here, as I see it, if he is position 5, is to shut down this Axe, and that's it. Like, early game, he does his job. If he gets a lot of items, he can use them, he can utilize them, but in the end, his only job here is win the laning stage.
I guess the other worry is that, you can't even thumbs up the idea of ice shards to cut up the fights, because it's a Ricky and a Phoenix. They can move around the fight quite freely. So how do you fix it? Like, what are you missing right now on the side of Team Unique?
You're missing your mid laner, most likely. Timber is offlane, and you can go in many different ways. I'm not sure. Is 19 playing their mid? He is, right?
It should be, yes, 19 team.
Yeah, so Zitrax is going to be most likely the Weaver with 19 playing mid. I'm looking at these players, and if someone else is on mid, I could pretty much tell you what their heroes would be, but 19, I haven't seen him way too many times. He was, I believe he was in the team with GPK, right? When they just started playing.
I think there was a gentleman squad that he was part of at one point. I always recall him for his Invoker. He did play a decent amount of Invoker in the past.
I mean, you could go for your standard mid laner. Okay, DK is banned out, that Prophet as well. You won't be Queen of Pain banned out now.
Something like Alina, maybe. Alina's haven't been looking so good, but you have, like, it's solid.
You have this Ricky that's able to just cut in the back lines. You already have a hero that can deal with the egg, more or less, in that Weaver, right? It's not perfect, but it's something now. Your objective-taking capabilities that might come from Enigma and all the utility that he brings to the table is also pretty good. So you can pretty much end up this draft any way you wanted to. Lina, like Nicola just said, is pretty good versus the Egg, right? But they go with something more standard, something more comfortable. It's an SF. You can itemize it anyway. You can also have a hero that builds that Yules versus an Axe if he goes for the Yules build. You have the potential of minus armor coming from the Weaver, coming from the SF overall.
Yeah,
not a bad pickup.
Feels like that's usually when we see SF look best, when you have a hero that can build a minus armor item or has an inherent minus armor ability.
All right, all your spirits. We called the Void Spirit, the Ember Spirit. There you go. The Storm Spirit picked up for Boom. Definitely the star of Viking GG, right? Boom is shining on some of those plays. That Queen of Pain is scary, but Queen of Pain banned out by Team Unique. Ends up picking a Storm. Now that lane shouldn't be very easy for him, but you can always fall back to the jungle, farm it up. Gives you more catch, gives you a way to break that Enigma Black Hole before the BKBs are up.
Both these mid heroes can just fall back to jungle if things go badly. I guess the thing that's really nice about Storm is now you have your primary initiator and then Nax who can follow up.
You get the damage for Timbersaw as well.
Yeah. So whose draft do we like more?
Oof, that's a hard one. I guess when it comes to draft, I'd go with Unique. I feel this Tusk can do a lot against the Axe, against the Storm in the laning stage, and you don't have ways of dealing with the Enigma, so you just black hole this Storm if you get the BKB, and he's in trouble. Though Viking GG, Immortal Faith has been very good when it comes to tier 2 teams and those snowbally 25-30 minute drafts, so I guess I'll go with Unique. I guess my gut's telling me. You know?
I'll split the draft again. I'll go with Viking GG. I think they have what it takes, and it's a little bit easier to execute.
All right, well, Nicola's gone for the unique choice, while Lizard maybe gone for the standard one that most people believe in here. Let's see who our casters believe in. As we head into this series, we've got Lyrical and Trent ready to take this one away. Any moment now. Like singing to my ear.
This is where like you usually pick it up, dude.
Oh, hi guys, how's it going? I just did my little, voice activity click on again. Killer Pigeon, how you doing? Trent, what a savior.
I'm doing fantastically. Trent is the winning savior though.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, man. We're here. Division 2 finals, the grand finals of that bloodbath that was just spelt all over the place. And Team Unique, I wasn't fully expecting to see them here. Viking GG, I think people were expecting though.
Yeah, they've been tearing it up for a little bit here. An up-and-coming squad, of course, coached by the famous guide maker at this point. You see him everywhere. Immortal Faith.
Tasty.
I can always appreciate someone who put in so much time for guides. That was a ton. Now he's getting the bag, got the cash flow coming in too. He earned it.
That's the way that you do it, man. You always got to start somewhere, and then you zig and you zag, and you find yourself on to helping out these pro teams, and suddenly you're in the money. It's easy peasy. So all you people out there in Twitch chat, just transition from chip posting to making your way onto a team, and you'll be set. Easy.
I think they call that the social media people. All those Twitter accounts. I assume they all just started in Twitch chat, judging by how the tweets go. They're very impressive.
Yeah, I like it. So interesting things to watch for this game. Haven't seen an Enigma in a while. I think the last time that I saw one was Southeast Asia. It was like Boomy playing it or something for a droid. But now we've got Illusion playing, already starting with the headdress. So this is going to make that offlane a little bit easier, it feels like, since they're actually sending the Weaver down bottom with Zitrak and Vanscore.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this setup is. This just like super greed, I guess, is the play here, right? Like he's pretty much going to be a jungling Enigma.
It seems like it. Maybe take over some of those range creeps along the way as well. But as we see, Shad and Celery taking a lot of damage over time. They have another Blink Strike on Ricky, so he should be okay here. Yeah, he just gets the walk away. Yeah, it looks like they're just going to try and play it as greedy as possible.
It doesn't work that well anymore, obviously, with how long the creeps take to spawn.
Yeah, he's gonna be AFK here for a little bit, guys. Don't worry about Illusion.
He's gonna take the first wave, and now he's just gonna body block the next wave. Is that the plan here? And he's just dancing. He's literally just standing here and taunting. Yeah, now he's gonna use his illusion. No, he's not even body blocking. Okay, he's gonna use his hero.
He's done with them. He doesn't want those Eidolons anymore. They are past their prime.
Oh, meanwhile, mid lane though, Aramis, very nice. He's on the hunt. He's like, all right, where is this Enigma playing right now? I'm gonna come and leech from this guy.
You never expect him to just be sitting in the lane taunting.
Block a camp though. Oh, that would have been so good.
That would be nice. Top lane, we can keep our eyes on that Enigma versus Phoenix matchup, but Timbersaw versus Axe, Toby does need to be a little bit careful here. Things can get dicey quickly playing against that Whirling Death, and maybe some early points in Timber Chain as well.
Yeah, I would just be ditching. Just go farm somewhere else, right? Like, you're not going to gain any benefit being next to the Timber. You're not going to kill him with counter Helix, so might as well just go get your own farm and find a jungle camp to pull to.
And immediately that's what happens. Aramis over here trying to mess with Illusion a little bit. He's already cleared through one camp and is making his way towards level 2. Shadow Fiend versus the Storm Spirit mid. Panel was saying that they felt like that one was going to be a little bit annoying for Storm, but then can head off to the jungle afterwards. So it feels like really the main area is going to be this bottom lane, and if there's any potential action here.
Yeah, that's the most likely place for a kill. Aside from that, I guess, like, if they can sandwich an Illusion, but he's just on the run from this Phoenix. Vegas, oh, Courier. Oh my God, he's not looking at his hero. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, it's so painful. I still know that exact pain. Sometimes you get too good at Dota, you know? Yeah. When you're like bad at Dota, you spend the whole time looking at your hero. And then when you get good at Dota, you like never look at your hero. And then sometimes that happens.
It is funny that we've been sort of building the storyline around Illusion kind of being AFK, and he just like walked right by a courier.
This guy is a professional juggler. He's on Facebook right now. He's just like checking out some tweets.
Dude, you know that he's going to hit the sickest black hole later on and just win them the game too. That's the best thing about it. Oh, Zitrax.
Oh, bottom.
Got to be careful. Goes for the Sakuchi. Now the Snowball pulling him into Shad, but they've got the Ink Swell afterwards. This might have just killed him. Celery drawing first blood onto Zitrax.
Yeah, and pretty formidable lane duo here. Yeah, the Blink Strike with the Ink Swell. Very annoying for many heroes played. Even someone like as survivable as Weaver, they couldn't really get those favorable trades going. Weaver's like relatively weak at the start just because like the long cooldown on the Shikuchi, and you don't have your swarm to like force aggression on them where they have to decide if they're gonna like fight back or try and kill the bug. So things I think will move further in their favor as lane goes on, unless they manage to get some really good smoke cloud plays.
Right. Oh my God. We haven't even been seeing too many smoke clouds taken early on.
Feels he just lost like half his HP, dude.
The Weaver
just, like went in under that sentry and got destroyed. They will deward it now though.
And they do manage to take down another courier snipe. Aramis taking down the Shadow Fiends yet again. That is very frustrating for him. We are also seeing a bit of a rotation. So Illusion came over and took down the range creep from Toby, so soaking up some more experience. Now he's coming and contesting his farm, but only level 2 on this Enigma. Axe isn't really that concerned, it doesn't seem like.
Yeah, Illusion's looking a little lost here. I mean, he can keep farming this one camp, but he doesn't really feel like he can go over to the eastern half because the Phoenix is just roaming there. I mean, to be fair, Aramis is also level 1. So yeah, he's been killing couriers and stuff, but he's still further behind than the Enigma is. So he's going to come leech some of this XP.
Yeah, and take off that clarity.
Who's getting this creep? Wow, you Midnight Pulse for that? And you didn't even get it?
Oh no, and now Illusion in some trouble. Toby, he's level 6 on this Axe. The call comes out, and well, this is gonna be a dead Illusion, I think. Yeah, just gets dunked. Not the greatest start for Mr. Illusion, unfortunately.
Guys, someone just got dunked at 4.5 minutes. I don't know if I've ever seen that happen. That is one fat Axe.
Yeah, he's huge. I don't know what you do against this now, because it feels like he has free reign for everything. And I don't know. We'll see. Vanscore down bottom getting chased out by Zitrax. Or rather, Zitrax coming to help him. And Celery, now they turn. He ran out of Sakuchi. It's on cooldown, and he drops. Viking GG just rolling over Unique right now.
Yeah, really cooldown is just a little brutal.
Good snowball there from Vanscore, but is it enough? He's getting drop yet again, and now he's gonna lose his courier. Oh wow, they're getting outplayed pretty hard here. This is a tough one right now.
Yeah, I can kind of see why I went for that though, just because like he knew they'd already cast a bunch of spells and everything. All right, here's the comeback though up top.
Toby, no, oh Maleficus, he just got it in time, and it looks like Toby is going to drop. Just stuck with casting, my man.
Just gonna drop.
There he is.
Yeah,
I knew it was gonna happen. Come on now. There's no question. Never a question.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Still Aramis just level 2 on this Phoenix. It's been a bit rough.
Dire's middle tower.
I'm sure he's having a lot of fun. I don't even know if he cares what level he is. He's been killing couriers, stalking this Enigma, just laughing at him while he's jungling.
And now helping on this kill against 19, as they will be able to dive all the way through, find that kill. Aramis, Maleficus, is it enough? No, he's got a Fairy Fire. So that is going to be a living Phoenix and a dead Shadow Fiend. 6.5 minutes, 1,000 gold lead, and Viking GG looking very strong.
What is your play right now if you're unique? Probably try and capitalize on your Timber, right? Like he is, BZZ's the strongest guy in the whole game, so he's the one you have to try and rally around. And you have decent heroes in the Tusk, but the Enigma's no help because it's just not a. I mean, he can push towers. That's one thing, I guess. Maybe they could try and use it like that and just like force aggression in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a decent option for them because Boom's going to be a little bit busy farming for quite a while.
Yeah. Well, and the unfortunate part is that I mean, he still needs those levels to get the Eidolon points up before he can really start pushing towers. And like you can see, he stacks up that camp trying to be efficient, but he can't really take it either on Illusion. And in fact, Toby might be the one that comes again. They're bringing everybody. They're bringing the house here. They really want to take down Toby again. They got that one kill earlier. Need to save Snowball or Maleficus, one or the other. Snowball used. Now Illusion, the only one that can break a TP. Toby trying to escape, but it's not looking like it's quite gonna happen. Gets brought down by BZZ. Good reaction by Unique. That's what they needed.
So mad if I didn't get a kill of it score like he didn't, because like there was so many units hitting him, and he aggroed that whole double creep wave or double creep camp, and he still didn't get like more spins. But it's okay because they got the Weaver. Guys, they still don't have smoke screen down here, and they're killing Weaver. That's pretty brutal.
How does that happen? I guess just good sentry ward placement and
Inkswell. It's just, I mean, it's pretty brutal, right?
Yeah. As long as they can keep vision of him. Boom, showing up, wanting to be a bit of a butthead. The Snowball goes through. Illusion is there too. They got the Maleficus. Control, trying to get the kill and then get out afterwards. Boom is crazy. Boom is out of his mind. He's booming people.
You got boomed on. Vanscore's gonna make it all the way back home. So, pretty even game, net worth wise at this point. It's, you know, no one's getting a crazy lead. I feel like Illusion's actually recovering fairly well, considering the way his game started. I thought it was going to be a lot worse. And they've rotated Zerax up top, so he's going to be away from this Weaver and Grimstroke. Or Ricky and Grimstroke, rather, which he desperately needs.
Mm-hmm. Chad loses his courier to a right click from Timbersaw. Haven't seen that happen too often, but it's cool. And they do have Celery down here also, but it feels like they're going to need so many heroes to really try and kill BZZ. Feels pretty impossible. Probably going to have to look elsewhere.
Just like, I'm out. Could they kill him with Storm? Probably. What does Phoenix have? Level 3. What's Sunray? I don't even think level 1 Sunray would help that much. I mean, there's a chance you can kill him if you bring everyone, but it does seem kind of risky.
Yeah, the thing that's weird about it though is that Chad still wants to farm him up, right? He's trying to get towards that Diffusal Blade, so it feels like him staying here is a liability also, because BZZ just does this, and your life is terrible. And in fact, they're going to bring 19 team down here too. So we've got 2 cores down bottom, and well, they're coming for BZZ. Inkswell is there, the silence afterwards. He didn't get in range, but he will have the pullback now. And if he stands still, then yes, he's killable.
Well, he did take the outpost. Or no, he didn't.
Nuh-uh.
All right, never mind.
Silence onto the
I was like, maybe that's worth.
Is Boom gonna get this kill too? He already used his other little raise. Silence comes out. Oh, great reaction. Will find that finish. And Illusion now throws out the Maleficus onto Boom. But even with this Helm of the Dominator creep, it's not going to be enough. And in fact, they might lose the Helm of the Dominator creep too. Just more gold into the coffers of Viking GG.
All right, well, that play did look kind of terrible from my perspective for BZZ, but he also had no idea that like the Storm and the Grimstroke were all like lurking right there. So it's a little bit more understandable. However, Toby, oh yeah, give him the tip. Shad, you know, was just watching that one, enjoying it as Toby manages to take the victory as they duked it out.
Yeah, that is real nice. Just get in the call and a couple lucky spins, and he takes down the Weaver. And Aramis just runs in the BZZ and is gonna try and take down the egg, but that will keep the Phoenix alive at the very least. Yeah, egg to survive. I think that's worth it for Aramis, definitely.
Silver linings, guys. It's only a 1K lead and it's 10-2. You're probably feeling a lot worse about this game if you're playing in it, because you probably don't feel like you're this close net worth wise.
Right.
But in reality, like your cores aren't doing that terribly. Like, sure, they have a pretty strong tri-core up top, but you've also got this Enigma who's like 600 gold ahead of any of the other supports. And you have a good timing here, right? You have the Helm of the Dominator. Oh, but that is such good time for this Blink Dagger. This could be very good for Toby, because they're pressing in on the mid lane if he wants to come there and try and get the catch on the 19, or he can go bottom and try and mount a defense with his teammates. Maybe it's actually going to be a little bit too late, though.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to let that one go, it feels like. And
yeah, he would need his whole team there, so better just go mid and try and find a good fight. Oh, the solo smoke. Toby, you better make this play, dude.
Yeah, this is a frustrating one. Oh, and they got a regen rune on Boom. Oh, this could be some magic coming up pretty soon here from Viking GG. Or it could all blow up in their face. Seen it both ways.
Everyone's back in the tower like, all right, we got smoke now. Toby's like, oh yeah, about that.
Oh no.
I'm ready, guys.
Yeah, that is really frustrating now, because now smoke's gonna wear off pretty soon. Like, if they want to go, they need to go like now. Oh, BZZ.
Oh, now he's going top. Toby already left. He wants to go kill the Weaver.
It's frustrating. So a little bit of a mistime there. It's still not the end of the world. It's just a smoke that's lost. They're still hitting a very strong timing.
Yeah, but they're missing like pressing their advantage. You know,
yes.
like that was such a good moment to miss out on.
Yeah, agreed. I think that it sort of speaks back again. You're talking about how this game feels worse for them than it probably actually is. Like, the fact that right now the Weaver is 0-4-0 as your hard carry probably feels pretty terrible, but like, you also have this Enigma that's been able to, like you said, catch up, but also to me feels like almost a win condition late game. You know, he's going to be a real menace to deal with.
Yeah, there's a reason Enigma just like stays forever in the pro scene, as that Phoenix, oh nice, catches a mid dive. That's gonna force an egg.
Fire Spirits
easily dead.
There's no way. No. If Toby was there, maybe, but he's farming.
Yeah, Toby was there. That's the gargantuan play, but he has no TP at the moment.
And Celery instead is gonna be the one that gets jumped on, hoof stomped, punched, killed off.
Toby's actually showing on the creep waves. He was dragging creep waves and he has no TP, so they knew that the axe couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, so they lose that mid-tier 1 tower for basically nothing. Sort of dubious moves over the last couple of minutes here, but nonetheless, Unique taking advantage of this moment, and they're gonna try and farm up and maybe pressure that next top tier 1 tower if they want. They already have a ward set up there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Interesting. Great
yeah,
start.
kind of like maybe playing bomb down here too, because like right now Zirax isn't leaving. I think they're trying to bait a little bit. You can see Vanscore is just worried that they might be coming in for a play. Oddroom, so he's just lurking in the tree line there. I think going for this on the earlier end might be better, because you don't want to be pressuring this bottom tower at like 25 minutes when the Radiant team could potentially Roche and get an Aegis on the Storm. Like, you have a really good Roche lineup on the side of Unique, so I'd be thinking that I want to like kind of get this bottom tower out of the way if I could, so there's a lot of pressure on that tier 3, and then start then go for those top towers to start opening up Roche.
Okay. Well, it looks like that's sort of their game plan a little bit. Zitrax tier, just keeping his clarity going while him and Illusion farm up on those Ancients. And likewise, sort of a counter move being made by Viking GG, pressuring top with Toby, who did get a TP brought out to him now, still trying to get towards that blade mail, but he's a little ways away.
Neither team committing onto the towers right now, both just hoping the other is going to commit to a defense so they get like the surprise initiation, and instead they just run into each other in the middle of the map. Push up top, not very worrisome from an axe, right? Basically the creeps hit the tower. At least the Weaver adds a little bit of damage. And the catapult is coming for both of them at the moment though, so someone's gonna have to make up their mind here.
Yeah, who wants to fully go for it? This is so far looking pretty good, I'd say, for Unique though. The past couple minutes.
Yeah, I think they should just start like going crazy on the tower, because don't let the catapult get any value up top, right? Like they need the catapult. You don't need the catapult.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That's a fair point, and it looks like it is going to get a couple of hits in. They are bringing over Kobe.
He found the one spot.
He jumps in and gets the Weaver. Isn't enough though. Time lapse is not enough. Does not happen quickly enough. And now turning onto this Enigma. Has Black Hole, but he also is going to get dunked. So 3 dead so quickly, and they don't even lose the tower.
The Tusk was so far away from everyone, and then that one tree that was left there, he just TPs behind and finds the play out of the Weaver. That's a bit of a disaster. We'll see if they just keep the tower.
I'm wondering about that, like, because it feels like it could be worth just denying it at this point.
19 wants it.
Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh, Requiem comes out and lands immediately. Holy crap. Get away, my dude. And now in some trouble, this Timber Saw, the Fire Spirits, the Phantom's Embrace, and then the Ricky Cloud near Black Hole going to be dropped down to both, then pull back in onto all of them. Oh my God, they destroyed all of Unique so quickly. Oh, that Black Hole, it was a little bit sadder than it wanted to be.
And that was pretty bold. I mean, I'm sure, obviously that's going to get a lot better once there's a BKB later on in the game, but for now, a struggling Enigma player is Zirax. Oh, he goes down again too. Yeah, just chain combo, no way out. He's trying to get towards that BKB.
Yo, but this tower down bottom, look at these creeps. I believe in you. They're gonna get it. They even glyph it. Nice. Tower claimed.
Mid lane as well. They're gonna send in the Timber. I don't know. You just saw your Weaver die to this.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
All right, I'm checking out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
I mean,
I'll wait for game 2.
That one was rough. 3,000 gold lead now, 18-5. They spot Van score. Toby jumps forward, gets the call, gets the blade mail, and that is another hero dead. This combo of like the Phantom's Embrace, the Fire Spirit, and then also having the Cloud on top of it is just like death for anybody.
It's also just 0 chance of retaliation. How do you attack back when you're not only in Smoke Cloud, but Phantom's Embrace, and you have the Fire Spirits? You can't even right click. You can't.
Yeah.
You have no options. It's
deadly. Like you need to like TP out, but if you TP into it, it's probably still not going to work. Yeah, 19-5, 3,000 gold lead. They have Diffusal Blade done on the Ricky now. And the other thing is that it's like it's 2 separate heroes that can open up onto somebody, and then Storm comes in for the big zip afterwards. Just rocks your world.
Well, they were in a bit of a hole when the game started, and they managed to dig their way out without too many kills. So 19-5, it's still not a gargantuan lead here. They still have some things going for them aside of Unique. Like I do think their roaching's generally pretty good. The eventual BKB Black Hole should also be a real threat for the side of Viking GG. There's some things here that look all right, but as time goes on, some of their advantages are waning. Like the Timber Saw starts to become this like, he's a nuisance, but he's just not this like horrific threat that just dominates the whole game, you know? He just started to fall off a little bit.
Well, I mean, there's kind of, I guess I'm just gonna hope. Wait a minute, the Storm took the overload damage. I didn't even realize that. Like you normally see the mana regen, but I guess that's the Boom style.
She likes to drop the boom, you know?
Yeah. God, what's that song? There's a terrible song that is like that. I don't remember what it is. I'll have to find it later. I'll let everybody know. Don't worry. Yeah. I know everybody's waiting on bated breath right now.
There's not a whole else to wait for here, so.
True enough. Game is hard. Phoenix takes back over that outpost. while bottom side Unique were able to hold on to theirs. And it feels like you're saying, just wait for that BKB on Illusion, hope that you can get the big wombo combo coming out, because they have it in spades. And they've got some save there as well with the Tusk and all. See if Vanscore can make some highlight reel plays. But I'm not even convincing myself right now, Trent.
I don't know. It's again, it's not that terrible. Like if BZ doesn't die here, this is really good. He's able to push that wave in. Now it's in the tier 3. So Radiant team is up top, and they want to pressure that tower. They have the catapult wave, but you have pressure into the tier 3. So someone wants to be back for this. So currently Grimstroke's not up top. They do have the outpost over, so if he's able to clear that and then TP, that could be good. But if you're Unique, there's definitely an opportunity to either push mid or to go top and contest this tower. It looks like they just want to cut the wave mid. They're going to try and use their catapult mid, and BZ's even walking high ground right now. So they're just kind of flexing on him right now. Like, we know where you are. Unfortunately, all this space just gave Aramis the Spirit Vessel with 4 charges.
Right.
And that Yules is not quite done for BZZ.
Yeah, they also went that Bloodstone on Boom. He's going back for the Orchid afterwards, has an Essence Ring in tow, so he's feeling like he could hypothetically go unkilled this game if things keep up in this style. Is Celery moving on out? Do they have a smoke anywhere? This could be one of those moments where it's good for a smoke cross map, but doesn't look like they have one, so instead they're just gonna have to sort of take the more normal path as Toby cuts the wave. Boots of travel for the Shadow Fiend. Very interesting.
Was queued up with a BKB too, but it looks like he's just gonna dodge for a while, I think.
Is under attack.
He's going for the YOLO plays, you know.
Probably the right move. Oh, Vanscore found in the trees. Inkswell afterwards, and he is super dead.
At the same time, though, Zitrax is cutting up top. I think BZ just cleared a wave down bottom, so his death was not completely in vain. It did offer up like a little bit of space and knowledge to help protect his cores, which is pretty much the only thing you can do in a losing game as a support like this. You just try and stay in between your cores and the enemy team, meaning like either break smokes or just break roaming initiations like that. So Vanscore, way to go, buddy. And he's only level 8, so he respawns fast.
Easy. That's the way to do it. That's why you play Dota. What a player. See if he can do it again. Where's he going to die now? He's heading up top lane. See if he can make that move. Ooh. Jump in. Find it. Jumping for the kill onto Illusion. Sunray coming out afterwards. And Shad's there. Oh, that will hit onto both of them. They get the cloud afterwards. Supernova down. Oh, God, this feels so bad. The chase down is there. The call afterwards. And BZZ going to drop.
Man. They weren't even trying to save their buddy, and they still just died. They were like ready to ditch, but that jump of the Inkswell timing, that was such good recognition from Shad to just be like, yeah, this guy's dead, I'm going, and gets the double stun like instantly. Oh, however, it looks like they did blow up a storm at the same time. Got him with the old wombo combo from the Shadow Fiend.
Zitrax gets called. No mana, no answer. They lose the Weaver. And heads up play by Viking GG. It feels like they're constantly just that one step ahead of Unique right now.
One step and 18 kills.
Ain't wrong. Toby just back to his lane again. He's like, this small camp, I've done this before. Time to take it out and get more farmed. As the rest of his team heading on in towards the pit. Shad, after going Diffusal Blade BKB. Yo, if Ricky started doing this, screw that Battle Fury stuff. This is the play right here. Just
yeah, I think Battle Fury's out. I think that one's, thankfully.
Do you know how much I got flamed for saying that Battle Fury was terrible on Ricky? In my pubs.
I'm guessing a lot.
It was a lot. Hate me. It's fine though. Because we're gonna see Diffusal Blade BKB Shad just run a train, because what do you even do against him? He just gets in there, punches people.
And of course, the Aegis will go to the Storm Spirit. Life is good.
So where are we at for Illusion? He's about halfway towards that BKB himself now, a little bit over it. Feels like that still could be one of those big moments, hoping for an overextension by Viking.
I mean, at this point, we know exactly what's going to happen. His first one is just going to magically get called somehow, despite the AoE, you know?
Yeah.
All this build up, it's still just, he's going to get hit by like, he's going to start it at the end of Supernova or something.
Right.
Something will happen that ruins this potential savior.
I mean, it does feel like it's been just sort of one thing after another for Unique. They've really been struggling here to get it all done. Maybe you can like snowball into Black Hole. I don't know. There's a play.
Oh, there's so many BKBs on the Radiant now too, though. You have one on the Ricky and the Axe.
They just finished BKB on Weaver, so it is going to be like 6 BKBs done around the same time. If you can just wait a little bit longer on Team Unique, buy a little bit more time before this high ground push, you've potentially got a chance to take that fight with your BKBs together. But it's going to be hard. Top lane. Ooh, good blink out there. And 19 teen able to make his escape.
Man, he almost has Basher too. Damn. Shad is stacked.
The big guy. As back towards mid, Aramis level 15 now. Just healing up. Boom, while he takes down that mid tier 2 tower. Orchid, Bloodstone done with an Aegis. And he also is going for BKB.
Viking GG are just giving no cares to this bottom lane.
Yeah.
Like they keep pushing it and then backing off because they're worried about something, but no one's coming. And now Illusion finally will be found.
Jump forward, they got him. And he's just dead. There's no possible answer here. So they lose the Enigma, and now Ping's immediately coming for BZZ underneath the ward. Toby, the long range jump in, they will eventually find him. Tried to time it with the Ink Swell, but it wasn't enough. Doesn't matter. Yule Scepter lift up into the Remnant, into the dunk, and nowhere is safe.
Meanwhile, 19's down here just like farming camps. He just stacked the Ancients. Gonna go push a wave. This guy, he's doing it all.
Oh,
is this enough gold for BKB? Yeah, now is he going home? Or is he gonna risk it for the biscuit?
He's crazy.
Oh, he wants those neutrals. Yeah, he has.
Yeah, that makes sense. This is actually a pretty good play. That's what he needed to do.
They're coming though.
Oh.
And that Storm and Axe are making their way. Looks like they're getting distracted by their own neutrals though. They're like, oh yeah, we gotta farm them up.
You know what that reminded me of? You remember Lord of the Rings? They are coming in the dark.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It's great. 19 teen realizing danger is on the way, and he is going to TP out of there. So heads up play, keeps him alive. Got a couple of items. There's a Mindbreaker and a Craggy Coat. So anything at all to sort of extend this game out. I don't even know who you try and give the Mindbreaker to.
Man, your best hope is that you manage to just like get a kill onto the Storm, right? Oh, nice, they get the orb. Okay, that's pretty huge. And the telescope, not that great this game, unfortunately. Nothing too amazing.
Yeah, scan I guess is the best thing, really. I mean, I guess you can give the better cast range. Helping out Illusion is nice too. Anything to help him once he's got this BKB to actually get a good black hole off.
Yeah, just like small things that are pretty decent. It's true.
Well, Neek 26-6 and a 7,000 gold lead. On the bottom lane, Viking GG are looking to try and put an exclamation mark on this game, as Toby is just daring anybody to walk up that hill. Who does he find? Jump forward onto 19 teen or Zitrax. He gets the call off with the blade mail afterwards. Dead instantly, and silence onto the Tusk. So there wasn't a chance for a snowball save. Now Boom looking for more, runs into 19 teen, because that's how you say that name. And back towards mid, they find BZZ trying to TP out of there. The call comes yet again. Oh, Toby is there. Viking GG are there. They're going to lose BZZ yet again in spite of the massive damage from the Timber. Things are rough.
But wait, the BKB, it's done. Illusion, save him.
Yeah.
I admire the patience of Viking GG not throwing this game by going high ground too early. They've done a very good job of they haven't panicked on a lot of the split push. They've been very disciplined. Because there have been a lot of moments where I know people on my team would have TP'd back. Like this one Enigma pushing the tier 3, the guys, we gotta push out bottom lane. We have to push out the bottom lane. Even though the towers, how much damage does it take in total? Nothing. And they barely attended to it, you know?
Yeah.
They just did a much better job of holding the rest of the map and then getting meaningful pickoffs on top of that.
Well, and I think that it's just like a game plan as a whole, that this is sort of what they knew was always going to happen, you know? It's like the prep for this game, it feels like Viking GG kind of had a plan from the very get-go. They were the ones that,
They're doing it. This is it. They think they're in here. They missed the scan completely, but it's okay, because they have the telescope.
All right, gotcha.
So it'll be back.
BKB movement. Or illusion.
Look at the stutter stepping from 19. He's so sure they're nearby. He's like inching. Not even close.
Poor guy.
Swing and a miss on that one, unfortunately. But they have more time. It's a minute 40 before the possible chance of a Roche.
They see him
also
now.
Are going to see Toby now.
No.
And Chad. All right, squad. How many smokes we got left?
They got at least one. They brought one out now. The rest of Viking GG, are they gonna smoke up? They are all together over here on the side of the map. So 4-man smoke up with Toby still under a ward.
Oh, the courier I think went through a ward to Van score.
This could be a big moment. Van score.
Look at Toby. I'm going in. Cross the line.
Oh God. It's just like, I'm not afraid of anything. Runs forward, Yule Scepter lift up, and the control now onto BZZ. Comes from the storm, comes from Toby. He is dead, misses the dunk, but it doesn't matter. And now Celery also looking for Zitrax. I mean, they've already killed 2 of them, and they can just run in again. God, Unique, nothing is going their way at all.
Yeah, they really are just kind of getting read here by Viking. Very well played by them so far. I mean, as expected, you know, we kind of felt like they were going to be the better team coming into this, but I would not have expected this much domination in the mid game. This isn't just like, you know, getting out lane kind of stuff. This is just like, they know exactly what they're doing. And another Inkspot play. Dude, has he used that BKB? No.
Dude, I don't know. But he is 0-9-1. It has been a rough game for this Weaver.
Well, the problem was, like, he got the Ogre Club for his BKB, and he was still just dying in chain stun. So it doesn't matter if he has the full BKB now, right? Like,
dude, Toby, they find him again. No, the snowball, it's on top of the supernova. It's gonna pop in a second. The slowdown is coming. They get 1 kill off, and can they find maybe another dodge?
Illusion, go!
Actually, Illusion trying to go for it. Silence! He cast it without the BKB. He didn't BKB. My man, that was what you waited for. Oh no.
There was no way that was getting off anyway.
I mean, maybe he might have killed Boom. I don't know. At least catch BKB before Black Hole. It's okay. It happens. These things happen. The game will move on. Bloodthorn Boom. The spooky hero.
His little arms going up that black hole. It's just so sad.
Poor guy. Well, there's still not been a kill in how long at this point? God, it's been a while. I guess that was at like the 25-minute mark was the last kill for Unique. Jump forward, call connects, pull back onto 1. Isn't enough. BZZ lives through it. Illusion trying to stop the blood that's coming out as they will find yet another kill. Don't even need the dunk from Toby as they bide back on the tusk to try and get back into this fight. But it is buildings down, and it is a lane of racks for Viking GG.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And it does not appear that they want to stop.
No, I don't think so.
Boom is just tanking through the tier 3. I mean, I don't even know. I guess you need to wait for the black hole. It's 90 seconds. It's a minute and a half away. Like,
they can either smoke back now and just like fake back, or they can also just go Roche. They probably don't know what's up though, because that's a pretty fast Roche.
You know what else is tough about this? They have an Abyssal Blade now on Ricky. Yeah. So he can break the black hole BKB.
Yeah, Abyssal Blade is so nuts now.
Jump forward, find the Weaver again. 0-10. The tail keeps on going. They find the Enigma, gonna blow him up. No snowball save at all. Vanscar is dead again. Can they bring down the axe? Can they kill Boom? Is Boom going to get a freaking rampage? I think the answer to that one is a maybe. Well, chasing forward, looks for the last one on the BZZ, low on Mammoth. Stun now is the call, but here it comes, GG. And before the GG, do they get the rampage? One more time, one more chance. Oh, God damn you. GG is called. Lots of tips. And
Toby's like, nice.
42-7. Oof. Oof. Viking GG looking good though. They played that one super cleanly.
Trying to take advantage of it somehow.
They're waiting there on the high ground. They'll immediately burst through the Aphotic Shield. Notail is trying to run. The Smash is after him. Notail's got the backup. Oh, Banner. Mind Control's going to head in. Liquid, they're diving on forward. GH will be kept safe by the Heavenly Grace. Kuro may have done a little tip by this time. Will be surrounded. The four of them take down Kuro. Put an end to his reign across the map. As OG responding in their numbers now in that middle lane. They won't let Liquid get away with this any longer.
They still, OG has a very strong way to fight, even in the early game. Even if they do have a greedy IO pick, it's what it provides you, especially when you have a Gyro. Gyro is all about that early fights, same thing with Tiny. And even Timbersaw, but Seb right now, we know he doesn't really want to show up except for the tower defenses. And he's also going to be matching that Chen, who's going to be an early mech. It's actually going to be a mech Timbersaw since they have IO. So this amount of sustain that could come out from OG pretty soon is going to be pretty hard for Liquid to deal with this. Seb, he actually jumps forward for GH.
He goes deep. We are going to turn with the focus fire. Seb, of course, has got the max reactive armor. Thanks to that, Shackle won't latch. Seb, continue to back off. Chains out, back over the river. He's fine. Liquid will try and turn their attention towards Thompson, but with Notail by his side, they cannot dive up to the high ground. Seb holding them back.
5 Liquid heroes in the mid lane. Try to brawl again at the same time as last game. It's 13 minutes in, and there's 8 heroes positioned around this area. They want to go for Notail, but he's got ulti.
Miracle's going to continue to chase this under the Titu, and they will get it. Seb is trying to turn. The missile is out on the Kuro. Does Seb have the burst? Not quite. Magnetizes out, and Seb has to retreat. Shackle does latch. Liquid. They've got the lockdown. They've got the roll for the kickback. They'll crush him. Liquid. They're diving again. They got a bit of a flavor of how OG was playing in these last 2 games, and they're saying we could do it too. Thompson pops the cooldown. They won't go too crazy. They'll let him live. They don't want to dive up towards the tier 3. They know TPs are coming in.
They have to make sure they're hitting the tower because the side lanes are being split pushed. Ana as well as Jerax are actually pressuring these other 2 towers. They're not even going to get this one here. It's down into deny range. OG might be able to deny that mid tower if they choose to do so. Liquid with an overzealous dive there, not losing anybody, but the side lanes giving a lot to that Tiny as well as that IO. And we know the timing, it's all about just waiting for IO to get not only Aghanims, but get that level 15 count. That's what OG wants.
He's diving in. Onto Kuro with the flak as well. Hand of God will not keep Chen alive today.
GH will not get TP'd out. Jerax actually TP's in and gets the toss up at the exact timing.
And OG's actually not done, as they are still hunting for action. Miracle, the focus. Thompson's got a DD. A power shot does come out. Lands on Thompson.
A bit too aggressive there, but Thompson will throw down the call down just to clear the
The Shackle actually reaches across the trees, but no tell. He's there with a shield. Thompson goes with the TP out. The focus fired out. The damage is not enough. Thompson saved. A spray on the way out. Thompson will escape. Liquid, it's 9-6 in their favor, but the net worth difference, it's pretty much even. As you say, sure, Liquid, they are bringing the aggression, finding the kills, but space is being given to those important members of OG.
Yeah, especially Ana. Halfway to that Aghanims already. Level 11 finished up. He's got the Spirit applied slow, so he can fight as soon as he has that Aghanims, of course, with the talent, but the big one is that 15, that extra Spirit hero damage that does come out. But yeah, look at this immediately. Seb now positioned up top. He wants to push the top tower as soon as Liquid is positioned in mid. And Jarek's already looking to set up down toward the bottom lane. Liquid have to just get these towers. Have to get some type of map advantage here.
Once Ana has the Aghanims, things are going to start getting very tricky for Liquid when they turn up like this.
Yeah.
The Spirits will be out.
Yeah, they have Bristle. That's a good thing, right? Bristle can be good versus the IO. If you can get on top of him, the goo. You don't have the highest armor traditionally on the IO, but he's versus an actual counter. Timbersaw, very good versus Bristle back at all stages.
Are fortified.
It's just that farm game, OG.
Got mind control. Looking towards Seb up top, but it's hard really for these heroes without the shackle shot or GH getting a beautiful angle. It's very hard for them to kill Seb.
It's very hard for them to kill pretty much anybody if they don't have Weehawk. If they can catch some of the supports and running around by themselves, they can maybe pick them off, but they really need Weehawk for the damage. The rest of them do not really provide that at this point in the game versus what they're against. Magnetize can be good, but there's a lot of ways that they can deal with it. Not only with the tankiness of how they are, but also there's an Abaddon who can just remove it a lot of the times.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Seb, he could just get away with this, pushing this wave into the tier 2 every single time, knowing that sure, if Liquid do come for him, it's going to be so many of their resources that it's probably going to be worth it for OG to have Seb positioned that aggressively and for him to draw that much attention towards him. Thompson's getting space, Ana's getting space.
Look at that build by Thompson. Diffusal Gyrocopter.
Wait, what?
Diffusal? Gyrocopter, I just said it.
Treads Diffusal Gyrocopter. Fancy that, Thompson.
So
doing something I don't think I've ever seen this.
Kind of. I mean, it's interesting because it's going to provide a lot of mana burn, which is going to be annoying for Liquid.
Okay.
It gives you a lot of agility, and it gives you ways to run around and chase heroes down, I guess.
It's different. They've got the kill swap, getting mobile again.
They can transition this into a Roche. DD rune on the Bristleback, they've got Pipe. Yeah, they can easily do this one with the Medallion as well. However, OG, they know what's going on. They can look to contest this as well. As do they have the Aghanims finished up? It's almost there for Ana. And they're pinging it. Now they're aware of it, but it looks like it's almost too low for them to contest with all this minus armor. And Liquid will get away with this one.
Well, let's see what they can do with it. Aegis, Pipe, they have those early tools to start making moves. Start looking towards some of these tier 2 towers.
Ags is complete now on the IO. So Ags IO finished, and we're about to hit 20 minutes. So I'm assuming that OG's gonna buy the tome, give it to that IO so he gets the extra spirit damage. Liquid, they gotta group up and try to get something big here. They gotta catch out these backlines heroes. They really have to get on top of the IO with a nice shackle shot before we had to focus fire it. They have to control and stun the IO.
Hunting for Ana. Won't quite find, but definitely, yeah, thinking about it, this diffusal blade, I see what you mean. It does make sense, right? There is, you look at what Miracle and Mind Control in particular,
they're completely dependent on their mana.
And they're dependent on the fights being drawn out, right? Yeah. They revel in situations where the fight continues. And sure, they can't kill them quickly necessarily, OG, but Thompson, he can burn, he's going to take their mana away, and they're going to be essentially sort of these useless, tanky targets on the front that OG can then ignore and look for the more volatile kills.
And he's acting as this like super frontliner. And Bristleback is a hero that if you don't have mana, you don't have damage. So if he's just going to be burning the Bristle, I can see it. I can see it. And he's super farmed, and look how tanky he is. 2,000 HP on the Gyro. There's going to be an MKB finish now for Weehawk, so his damage is going to be very high as Seb's getting slowed down. He's got greens available, but he's getting burst.
I mean, they're bringing him low. He's got the shield. Now they'll be able to turn. Cooldown's dropped down by Thompson. And here we have it. Miracle. His mana's gone. He's able to pop the stick, get it a fair bit of it back, and he's able to head back in, pushing OG back behind the racks. They're getting a good amount of damage onto this tier 3 tower. Liquid. They push on
IO. That spirit hero damage is there now. Ana going to join the fray finally.
There we have it. Miracle's mana. It's pretty much entirely gone by Thompson's focus. Look for GH. He can't get out. There's no mana. GH they have that numbers advantage for this defense. They'll try and change the ball. Thompson, the Rocket Barrage brings Miracle down. There's the Shackle turnaround. They're looking for Jarex. Jarex backing away. Thompson focusing Miracle. Miracle's still out of mana because of this diffusion. Jarex, he's in with the combo. The GA is out. We hold on full though. The magic damage is there from Thompson. Miracle's trying to run. Another stick charge pop, but Jarex can shut him off. In fact, Jarex, he's ready to try and look for more potentially. There's only the once. Thompson, he's on top of Kuro. Another cooldown there. The toss back into the combo. Jarex has the control. They're all getting picked apart as mind control falls. Miracle is surrounded, and they're all able to get this as well. OG, they will hold.
And they're even taunting. They toss him to the dragon. Holy crap. Thompson, the defusal is absolutely working to burn all their mana.
But I don't think anyone would have expected to see Gyro, the deciding game. The defusal play, Gyro, it is perfect for this point of the match.
He just did an insane amount of damage, frontlined the entire time, and then Ana just has free reign to get all that Spirit Hero damage, and it's back completely the other way, and it feels like the control is just gone for them.
What do you do? When your mana's gone, what do you do?
Oh my god. OG starting to take over the game completely here.
Showing new ways to play the game at this incredibly late moment in the tournament.
And now Thompson has an Aghanim's as well, so not only is his regular hits going to be proccing that... yeah, he's going to be burning a lot of mana.
And then just moving into the base now, OG. They're putting in, Flag starts to force Liquid back, they'll focus Miracle. Miracle, he'll get himself out and away, the missile is out, they're trying to put the heals to save him, but Miracle's dead.
So much damage.
Jarex is in with the combo, they'll bring down GH. GH has buyback, he'll buy back immediately. Weeheart's going to be back up in 5. Fortification is popped, but OG, they're not going away.
They're too healthy. They still have Greaves available for Seb as well this whole time. They're pretty, No Tail's kind of low, but once they pop those Greaves, everyone's going to be topped off.
A tier 3's going down. 22 minutes again, and in a match where it looked like Liquid had the pace to maybe bring something different, but we're back to the same place that we were in Game 2 and Game 3.
There's no stones for GH. He can't contribute anything. There's no magnetize either. They're just taking this Rax.
It's gone. They cannot get close to hold this. As OG will see what the plan is next. They'll back off.
They're happy with that. Why not? They can back up, clean up strikes. But I think if Liquid chases out, OG can definitely just turn to look for the fight. They have no cooldowns that they're waiting on. Everything is available for them. And they're just so farmed right now at this point in the game that Liquid, they're walking out together. But like I was mentioning before, there's one stone on GH, and that is it. So his team fight potential, and he's pretty much the only team fighter on the side of Liquid right now. It's just not there.
And OG's ready to come back. And again, Jarex in with the wrap around the combo down onto Mind Control. The cooldown's there. Liquid out to back off. Again, Mind Control's mana pretty much got. He's able to pop the stick, get the GA off at least. Can they fight for the duration of it though? They're getting towards Seb. Wheels are popped. Seb's back pretty much up to 4. Jarex in with another combo onto Weeheart. Weeheart stunned up. Weehart's dead. Miracle's the new focus. The missile followed through. OG pushing Liquid back to the base. Mind Control out about a Thompson with his diffuser blade, picking them apart. Roll forward for GH for Seb. Cuts him down. Double kill. They're pushing on OG. Liquid getting forced back to the base, and Liquid have nothing. They have nothing to offer both.
They're just giving. Look at this. They're driving Fountain and TI finals. They want Kurogi in the Fountain as well. They're going to get him. They're chasing Miracle as well. Oh my god.
I can't believe this. I can't believe what we're seeing in this game 4. OG, you thought you saw it all in Game 2. You thought you saw it all in Game 3. There it is. OG,
You have to try to take advantage of it somehow.
they're waiting there on the high ground. They'll immediately burst through the Aphotic Shield. No-Tail is trying to run. The Smash is after him. No-Tail's got the backup of Ana. Mind Control's going to head in. Liquid, they're diving on forward. GH will be kept safe by the Heavenly Grace. Kuro may have done a little tip by this time. Will be surrounded. The 4 of them take down Kuro. Put an end to his reign across the map. As OG responding in their numbers now in that middle lane. They won't let Liquid get away with this any longer.
They still, OG has a very strong way to fight, even in the early game. Even if they do have a greedy IO pick, it's what it provides you, especially when you have a Gyro. Gyro is all about that early fights, same thing with Tiny. And even Timbersaw, but Seb right now, we know he doesn't really want to show up except for the tower defenses. And he's also going to be matching that Chen, who's going to be an early mech. It's actually going to be a mech Timber Saw since they have IO. So this amount of sustain that could come out from OG pretty soon is going to be pretty hard for Liquid to deal with this. Seb, he actually jumps forward for GH.
He goes deep. Wear's going to turn with a focus fire. Seb, of course, has got the max reactive armor. Thanks to that, Shackle won't latch. Seb, continue to back off. Chains out, back over the river. He's fine. Liquid will try and turn their attention towards Thompson, but with N0tail by his side, they cannot dive up to the high ground. Seb holding them back. 5 Liquid heroes in the mid lane, trying to brawl again at the same time as last game. It's 13 minutes in, and there's 8 heroes positioned around this area. They want to go for N0tail, but he's got ulti. Miracle's going to continue to chase this under the Titu, and they will get it. Seb is trying to turn. The missile is out on Akura. Does Seb have the burst? Not quite. Magnetizes out, and Seb has to retreat. Shackle does latch. Liquid, they've got the lockdown. They've got the roll for the kickback. They'll crush him. Liquid, they're diving again.
They want top.
They've got a bit of a flavor of how OG was playing in these last 2 games, and they're saying we could do it too. Thompson push the cooldown. They won't go too crazy. They'll let him live. They don't want to dive up towards the tier 3. They know TPs are coming in.
They have to make sure they're hitting the tower because the side lanes are being split pushed. Ana as well as Jerax are actually pressuring these other 2 towers. They're not even going to get this one here. It's down into deny range. OG might be able to deny that mid tower if they choose to do so. Liquid with an overzealous dive there, not losing anybody, but the side lanes giving a lot to that Tiny as well as that IO. And we know the timing, it's all about just waiting for IO to get not only Aghanims, but get that level 15 talent. That's what OG wants.
He's diving in. Onto Kuro with the flak as well. Hand of God will not keep Chen alive today.
GH will not get TP'd out. Jerax actually TP's in and gets the toss up at the exact timing.
And OG's actually not done, as they are still hunting for action. Miracle the focus. Thompson's got a DD. A power shot does come out. Lands on Thompson.
A bit too aggressive there, but Thompson will throw down the call down just to clear the
The Shackle actually reaches across the trees, but N0tail. He's there with a shield. Thompson goes for the TP out. The focus fired out. The damage is not enough. Thompson save. A spray on the way out. Thompson will escape. Liquid, it's 9-6 in their favor, but the net worth difference, it's pretty much even. As you say, sure, Liquid, they are bringing the aggression, finding the kills, but space is being given to those important members of OG.
Yeah, especially Ana. Halfway to that Aghanims already. Level 11 finished up. He's got the Spirits applied slow, so he can fight as soon as he has that Aghanims, of course, with the talent, but the big one is that 15, that extra Spirit hero damage that does come out. But yeah, look at this immediately. Seb now positioned up top. He wants to push the top tower as soon as Liquid is positioned in mid. And Jerax already looking to set up down toward the bottom lane. Liquid have to just get these towers. Have to get some type of map advantage here.
Once Ana has the Aghanims, things are going to start getting very tricky for Liquid when they turn up like this.
Yeah.
The Spirits will be out.
Yeah, and they have Bristle. That's a good thing, right? Bristle can be good versus the IO. If you can get on top of him, the goo, you don't have the highest armor traditionally on the IO, but he's versus an actual counter. Timber Saw, very good versus Bristle back at all stages.
Are fortified.
It's just that farm game, OG.
They've got mind control. Looking towards Seb up top, but it's hard really for these heroes without the shackle shot or GH getting a beautiful angle. It's very hard for them to kill Seb.
It's very hard for them to kill pretty much anybody if they don't have Weehawk. If they can catch some of the supports and running around by themselves, they can maybe pick them off, but they really need Weehawk for the damage. The rest of them do not really provide that at this point of the game versus what they're against. Magnetize can be good, but there's a lot of ways that they can deal with it. Not only with the tankiness of how they are, but also there's an Abaddon who can just remove it a lot of the times.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Seb, he could just get away with this, pushing this wave into the tier 2 every single time, knowing that sure, if Liquid do come for him, it's going to be so many of their resources that it's probably going to be worth it for OG to have Seb positioned that aggressively and for him to draw that much attention towards him. Thompson's getting space, Ana's getting space.
Look at that build by Thompson. Diffusal Gyrocopter.
Wait, what?
Diffusal? Gyrocopter, I just said it.
Treads Diffusal Gyrocopter. Fancy that, Thompson.
So doing
something I don't think I've ever seen this.
I mean, it's interesting because it's going to provide a lot of like mana burn, which is going to be annoying for
Okay.
It gives you a lot of agility, and it gives you ways to run around and chase heroes down, I guess.
It's Liquid.
Different.
They've got the kill swap, getting mobile again.
They can transition this into a Roche. DD rune on the Bristleback, they've got Pipe. Yeah, they can easily do this one with the Medallion as well. However, OG, they know what's going on. They can look to contest this as well. As do they have the Aghanims finished up? It's almost there for Ana. And they're pinging it. They seem, now they're aware of it, but it looks like it's almost too low for them to contest with all this minus armor. And Liquid will get away with this one.
And let's see what they can do with it. Aegis, Pipe, they have those early tools to start making moves. Start looking towards some of these tier 2 towers.
Ags is complete now on the IO. So Ags IO finished, and we're about to hit 20 minutes. So I'm assuming that OG's gonna buy the tome, give it to that IO so he gets the extra spirit damage. Liquid, they gotta group up and try to get something big here. They gotta catch out these backlines heroes. They really have to get on top of the IO with a nice shackle shot for Wiga had to focus fire in. They have to control and stun the IO.
Hunting for Ana. And won't quite find, but definitely, yeah, thinking about it, this diffusal blade, I see what you mean. It does make sense, right? There is, you look at what Miracle and Mind Control in particular.
They're completely dependent on their mana.
And they're dependent on the fights being drawn out, right?
Yeah.
They revel in situations where the fight continues. And sure, they can't kill them quickly necessarily, OG, but Thompson, he can burn, he's going to take their mana away, and they're going to be essentially some of these useless, tanky targets on the front that OG can then ignore and look for the more volatile kills.
And he's acting as this like super frontliner. And Bristleback is a hero that if you don't have mana, you don't have damage. So if he's just going to be burning the Bristle, I can see it. You know, I can see it. And he's super farmed, and look how tanky he is. 2,000 HP on the Gyro. There's going to be an MKB finish now for Weehaw, so his damage is going to be very high as Seb's getting slowed down. He's got greens available, but he's getting burst.
I mean, they're bringing him low. He's got the shield. Now they'll be able to turn. Cooldown's dropped down by Thompson. And here we have it. Miracle. His mana's gone. He's able to pop the stick, get it a fair bit of it back, and he's able to head back in, pushing OG back behind the racks. They're getting a good amount of damage onto this tier 3 tower. Liquid.
Level
they push up.
On IO. That spirit hero damage is there now. Ana gonna join the fray finally.
There we have it. Miracle's mana. It's pretty much entirely gone by Thompson's phone. To look for GH. But he can't get out. There's no mana. GH. He's dead. And now OG. They have that numbers advantage for this defense. They'll try and chase them all. Thompson. The Rocket Barrage brings Miracle down. There's the shackle turnaround. They're looking for Jarek. Jarek's backing away. Thompson focusing Miracle. Miracle's still out of mana because of this diffusion. Jarek. He's able to cover. The GA is out. We are all fall though. The magic damage is there from Thompson. Miracle's trying to run. Another stick charge pop, but Jarek can shut him off. In fact, Jarek, he's ready to try and look for more potentially. There's only the once. Thompson, he's on top of Kuro. Another cooldown there. The toss back into the combo. Jarek has the control. They're all getting picked apart as Mind Control falls. Miracle is surrounded, and they're able to get this as well. OG, they will hold.
And they're even taunting. They toss him to the dragon. Holy crap. Thompson, the diffusal is absolutely working. Burns all their mana.
But I don't think anyone would have expected to see Gyro, the deciding game. The diffusal play, Gyro, it is perfect for this point of the match.
He just did an insane amount of damage, front lines the entire time, and then Ana just has free reign to get all that spirit hero damage, and it's back completely the other way, and it feels like the control is just gone for them.
What do you do? When your mana's gone, what do you do?
Oh my god. OG starting to take over the game completely here.
Showing new ways to play the game at this incredibly late moment in the tournament.
And now Thompson has an Aghanims as well, so not only is his regular hits going to be proccing that... yeah, he's going to be burning a lot of mana.
And then just moving into the base now, OG. They're pushing in. Flag starts to force the quit back. They'll focus Miracle. Miracle will get himself out and away. The missile is out. They're trying to put the heals to save him, but Miracle's dead.
So much damage.
Jax is in with the combo. They'll bring down GH. GH has buyback. He'll buy back immediately. Weehar's going to be back up in 5. Fortification is popped, but OG, they're not going away.
They're too healthy. They still have Greaves available for Seb as well this whole time. They're pretty, No-Tail's kind of low, but once they pop those Greaves, everyone's going to be topped off.
A tier 3's going down. 22 minutes again, and in a match where it looked like Liquid had the pace to maybe bring something different, but we're back to the same place that we were in Game 2 and Game 3.
There's no stones for GH. He can't contribute anything. There's no magnetized either. They're just taking this rack.
It's gone. They cannot get close to hold this. As OG will see what the plan is next. They'll back off.
They're happy with that. Why not? They can back up, clean up shrines. But I think if Liquid chases out, OG can definitely just turn to look for the fight. They have no cooldowns that they're waiting on. Everything is available for them. And they're just so farmed right now at this point in the game that Liquid, they're walking out together. But like I was mentioning before, there's one stone on GH, and that is it. So his team fight potential, and he's pretty much the only team fighter on the side of Liquid right now. It's just not there.
And OG's ready to go back. And again, Jackson with the wrap around the combo down onto Mind Control. The cooldown's there. Liquid out to back off. Again, Mind Control's man pretty much got his ever pop the stick. Get the GA off at least. Can they fight for the duration of it though? They're getting towards Seb. Reels a pop. Seb's back pretty much up to full. Jackson with another combo onto Wheel. Wheel stand up. Wheel dead. Miracles, the new focus. The missile followed through. OG pushing Liquid back to the base. Mind Control out about the top. So with his diffuser blade picking them apart. Roll forward for G8%. Cuts him down. Double kill.
And Enigma. Now Treant isn't that bad, and neither is Enigma. But in the current meta, there are heroes that should take priority over them.
And that is the difference, right? I think these guys actually understand the meta, but it's here you don't feel comfortable with all of your heroes. If you make a mistake, your team is going to go down. We saw yesterday Secret pick Tinker for Nisha. Nisha is not known for his Tinker, and we saw some mistakes from him, but his team doesn't care because it's good for that particular game, and if he plays it well enough and they move well enough, they're going to win the game. Here, we're not going to see that confidence.
Yeah, that was the difference. That Tinker game, there wasn't really an answer to the Tinker, so it was just a case of he could die and die and die again.
I mean, Viking GG is getting everything here pretty much. Next pick for them could be that Mars, could be a Centaur. Mars looks pretty solid. Beastmaster as well. You can go and pick almost any single offlaner with this Phoenix that's going to do well. Shadow Demon, Treant. We'll see what they decide to put the Treant on. Like, is it going to be your position 4 or position 5? Is it Vanscore or Illusion? Because Shadow Demon as well likes to have items. Like, this hero is picked up quite a lot right now, but almost 100% of the time on position 4. And Treant, he can be played as 5, maybe even offlane. Yeah. But that's not where he shines at. He also likes to have some items, likes to be that 4.
Also, the main reason why you put Shadow Demon on 4 as well is because in the safe lane, your enemies can juke your Shadow Poison wherever they want. When they are in their safe lane, they only have a small area to actually juke it, and it's easier for you to hit them with it. So I'd like them to lane it on the off lane, definitely. So
you don't mind as much if you push in the lane as well on the off lane. So if those poisons hit a couple of creeps, it's not a big deal.
True.
I guess you could get like a strong kind of lane combo with the Treant. Is that one for you? Treant plus Juggernaut? Is there good rundown potential here?
You don't have the egg, but
it's pretty much the reasoning is for that egg. It's a hero that will be able to deal with the Phoenix. I mean, I like it. Why not? You did need a hero that will be able to have that built-in BKB that can deal with the egg, and now they got it. That's something. Pango, you're playing versus it, but you also have the Treant Protector. Now, for me, Pango is an alright of a pick, but almost every other idea that we had sounded better. Was Mars banned out? No. Like, you had Mars, you had Centaur option. Perhaps not better, but easier to execute.
Could we see Team Unique rounding out their draft with a Centaur? Because you'd have the Centaur SD on the lane. It would give you some in and out with these more kind of precarious heroes.
I would like them to get a stun. Centaur sounds good because they have no stuns, literally 0. 3 heroes on the side of Viking GG are very elusive, where you're going to kill only the Grimstroke. The other thing I see why they picked this Pangolier is maybe they don't want to get this Jugger off to a good start. If Team Unique is going to win this game, this Jug needs to be fat. He goes to a tower, he has the healing ward, and you can't get to it. And if he doesn't get the kills in the beginning, he doesn't have lockdown, you're going to be in trouble. So that's kind of maybe the logic behind this Pangolier.
Fair point. Centaur, something like that, would probably just get beaten to death in the grasp, right? So how are we rounding this out on the drafts then? What do we want to see next? What is Viking lacking?
They lack some true win condition in the end.
Yeah, tower push win condition.
They could, like, right now when you're looking at it, even something like Meepo would work for them. Some cheese coming from Viking GG would also work. not necessarily what they will go for, but it's possible.
Is it?
No.
I was just gonna say, does it feel a little bit surprising that they banned out the DK themselves? Because it feels like that would have worked quite well in Vikings lineup, right?
Yeah, that's true. Dragon Knight would give them some pushing power, would also be a hero that you can lane versus the Queen of Pain, right? That would be pretty sick, actually. Surprised they didn't go for it. Was the Ricky ban? I like two last bans from Team Unique. It's like they opened up Dota buff, you know, you go on Viking GG Dota buff, you see what last cores they played, and you just ban those out, and that's pretty much it. Slark and the Ricky both played out by Viking GG in their last series too, so they did their homework.
I don't know, Viking GG's draft just looks... These are the 4 heroes that are picked constantly. On the other hand, we have only Shadow Demon, the other ones are all situational heroes. I don't really see the situation.
The Queen of Pain is also pretty strong, right?
Yeah,
like she's
but not as strong as Ember, Grimstroke, Phoenix, right? These are like the picks that are... These heroes are constantly being banned, and for a good reason. So right now, Viking GG's lineup is looking great. They can go for whatever they want, tower push like a Pugna or some late game scenario. They basically have anything.
Okay, they get a Weaver for themselves and ban out a Puck. So this makes the Ember still mid lane, right?
Yeah.
So Core Weaver, we were just saying in the last game how we weren't the biggest fan of a POS 1 Weaver.
And we're still not, but there is no lockdown for him. I guess it's kind of a hero that's going to replace your Slark that they might wanted to go for. So
it's another Invis, right? You have your Slarks with his ulti, you have your Ricky, now the Weaver as well. Interesting. You do have Sukuchi to deal with Omni Slash, sort of, until he gets some Basher or some sort of a lockdown, that Abyssal when it comes later on in the game. You are very elusive, and
I like the Puck ban, definitely. They need a lot of lockdown. So I like the Puck ban, but definitely now Unique needs a stun. Just get a stun, something that you can combo with this Queen of Pain and actually kill heroes.
The Puck ban, not only would it counter the Weaver that's right now picked because of the leash and the silence and the burst damage, it's also really good versus the Pango and the Ember. Pango just can't use his ulti.
Okay, no stuns. How do we feel about this, boys? Because we already mentioned they don't really have stuns on the side of Unique.
They don't, but they do have...
Bristle doesn't give them.
They do have this living armor plus the Bristleback. They can push in. This Shadow Demon pick makes a little bit more sense now as a snatch pick, so there's no Aghanim's Shadow Demon playing versus you. You have the Healing Ward plus the Bristleback and the Treant, so you will have this very, very strong early game potential. But later on, you are playing versus a Phoenix with that Sunray that can be pretty problematic for you. You have a lot of bugs, Phantom's Embrace, Weaver with minus armor, perhaps the Desolator on Ember, and the Vessel on him. It looks like such a decent Ember game overall.
Are you siding with the Ember, though?
Yeah, I am. These 3 cores, they're not really bringing any control for Team Unique. You have Quap, Bristle, and Jug. Where are the stuns coming from? Yeah,
there are no stuns. We're gonna go with Viking GG, but the way Unique win, they win the lanes, and they just go through a lane. You can't kill us, use the Healing Ward, and if they get jumped, they have the Treant ulti. That's the way they can play this game. Is it gonna work? Most likely not.
I like how you at least try to justify a way that Unique could win before you just took the very easy choice of Viking again. I'm proud of you for that. But we're going to have to see if Team Unique can make the CIS fans proud and pull this one out, maybe make it 1-1 the scoreline, or if Viking are just going to cruise on through as we head into game number 2.
Thank you so much, KP. Man, I was cracking up on this draft when the panel was talking about, like, just get a stun. Bristleback comes out. Like, what the hell's happening? Holy crap, Trent. Are you on the train right now? Are you feeling it? Viking GG all over it.
There's definitely a way that Unique can win. I think Mr. Harry Freak was correct, right? Like, it's a Bristleback game. I always struggle to see a good time for a Bristleback when I worry about like how many stacks he's gonna get. I don't know if he's going to have time to just kind of hang back and farm up his jungle for very long this game, which concerns me a little bit. But they have a Shadow Demon, so maybe Vanscore is going to go all crazy with the stacking, and maybe they'll really snowball 19 to a higher degree than we're expecting, as he's going to be heading to the mid lane, and BZZ will be playing the safe lane Queen of Pain.
Very, very interesting. You know, I was wondering about that because there was a little bit of time that we were starting on the game and like BZZ wasn't coming into the lobby. And I was like, when I saw him pick Queen of Pain, I was like, was his condition for coming back that he had to play mid? But it turns out that's not what it is. It is going to be the safe lane Quap. And yeah, they're running 19 teen in the mid lane on the Bristleback, already taking Quills and planning on going against the Ember. I guess that's maybe a better matchup. It's like a lot harder to slight dodge Quills than a dagger.
Yeah, I think in the series earlier today with Liquid, they actually picked the Bristleback trying to force the Ember out of the mid lane, and it did work, in fact. And the Ember ended up going safe lane, so we'll see how well it goes. I think Boom is set for this, though. He's already got the magic stick, so he's prepared for this matchup.
Yeah, we'll see if he can sort of do some outplay shenanigans. I mean, that is the one thing about the Bristleback. It's like this sort of force that you just have to be able to play around. As Zitrak, he's feeling himself now. He's doing the rally call for the rest of his team. And Chad's saying, nah, that ain't gonna happen. That's what that all chat means.
Yes, I can tell.
Wondering.
Yeah, this is some good translating that you're doing here.
I appreciate it. If only I could speak Russian, it would all be solved, all the problems. So we do have a couple bounty runes traded off here. Illusion and Vanscore going to pick up 2, as well as Aramis and Shad on the other side.
Illusion getting a little more involved this game. Not just going to go jungle and cut creep waves this time. He's going to be playing the Treant Protector with the Orb of Venom. How is Grimstroke going to fare? He's got 3 armor here. And another bonus 3 whenever he's under the tower. And so they're going for the level 1 kill. And Soleri not quite going to fall for it. Can only have one more step.
Oh. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. It would be cool. They can, well, okay, they throw out the grasp, try to hit Toby there. Toby just sort of shrugs it off and is going to hide off in the trees, but that's a treant coming for you. It's not.
Yeah, this is actually, I think, good for a unique. I don't know, I kind of like this tri-lane on tri-lane for them. Like, Queen doesn't really need the help. Oh, okay, they're going to take the Grimstroke down. Yeah, this is the way to do it, I think, for Viking GG. Instantly remove the situation. Oh, man, once they commit to the dagger, they just dove.
Damn. That's gnarly. Yeah, it's going to be tough. I don't know what BZZ does now. I guess he has 5 tangos. But he might have to ferry himself out some more regen. And the dream of a null tally might need to be put on the back burner as mid lane. 19 teen taking a lot of damage from Boom here. Already has 3 stacks of the Quills up on the Ember. But doesn't have a Sleight of Fist there to break the salve.
Yeah, he needs another full volley of like playtime too there, because he doesn't want the magic stick to be a big fat. Like, he wants magic stick to be capped out at 10 and then go for the kill. You know, he doesn't want it to be this like awkward double use of the magic stick situation.
Mm-hmm.
But Boom's already getting himself back up to full HP.
Oh, and there it is. Can pop it again in a second if he wants. Going to play aggro. Is, like you said, already that 10 stack up, but pops it, and now the count is back up again for Mr. Boom, who does need to be careful. 5 stacks now. But it's too scary. Bristleback doesn't want to go for it.
Yeah, he doesn't have quite enough mana to make it work. He needs to get like completely filled, not just like 1 mango at a time if he wants to go for the kill. Mm-hmm. But at least he's able to secure last hits. It's going better than I would have expected, I feel like, at this point. Just trying to last it off of Quills isn't that easy this early on.
In the meantime, on these side lanes, Vanscore and Aramis gain into a little bit of a battle. I think it's a slightly more comfortable game for the Phoenix than just running around chasing the Enigma, even though it ended up working out for them later. He has a more clearly defined role for his job, as Toby going to be able to go for this deny here, as well as the last hit. Easy peasy for the Pango. So yeah, just very chill early start to this game.
Yeah, trying to figure out who's going to die first. I feel like it's going to be BZZ.
You're so morbid.
Well,
who's going to die?
3 minutes, no first blood yet. You start to wonder.
Yeah, I'm with you. God, I love this. 19 teen, he's like doing anything he can just to keep the spirits high. He's like doing a little bit of all chat and stuff. Just like voice lines, even when he's just missing a CS on Boom. BZZ. And pummeled down bottom, took a stroke of fate, as well as some damage coming in from Chad, but Illusion onto the Grimstroke now. Inkswell afterwards, barely able to jump away from that one, and they will bring down Celery. So nice play by Illusion, BZZ.
That's what they need in this lane. You definitely do not want to fall behind this, like from the Grimstroke and the Weaver. We've seen this combo used so much by Liquid. They use it as like a support duo, but in a core role it works just as well. Just constantly ink swelling and diving over and over onto numerous heroes. Now Vanscore has made his way up to the top though, and has caught this Ember at level 4.
Interesting. And it looks like Boom just going to TP back to the tower. So doesn't even go that far away. Feeling confident that he can regen back up afterwards and we'll be fine.
Yeah, he doesn't have the bottle yet. And he bottom. Like, I didn't even want that room.
Illusion, he's gonna go down again. Shad living through the burst. And Quap could not do anything else there. BZZ out of regen at this point in this bottom lane. Yep. Very carefully.
Anything coming?
Ah, man.
Oh, he dropped the salve, so he's waiting for the tree to bring it.
Okay. That makes sense. Aramis getting aggro onto Zitrax, trying to force out a spin. They miss though on the swashbuckle, and that's gonna keep him alive. And actually 19 making the full rotation up here to fill up his bottle again. 4 stacks up on Aramis, they won't get the 5th.
Yeah, 19's gonna get a double bottle for this, but I think it's finished with the Ember too. Yeah, it's just flying in for Boom, so he'll also have the 1 saved for him, as Celery will leave it. Any stacks going though? Yeah, he just started paying them. He's like, listen, I know top is kind of an issue here, but I need some help here, Vanscore. I need some stacks. I need you over here at the 6-minute mark. So we'll see if he is able to fulfill his carry and position one player's wish. Because, like, let's be real, it's all about the burst of this game.
Yeah, it really is. Illusion in some trouble down bottom. He actually dies to some creeps and a bug. So they will lose the tree, and dude, it looks like they're making the move me over. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh, he's heading over there. Shadow Demon trying to make this happen. Oh, he's gonna do rune control. That's why. That's the 6 mark thing he's doing. And Vanscore, does he get both of them stacked up as the dive is going on to Boom? He remnants over to the haste rune, and Aramis actually picks it up and takes it away from Vanscore. They didn't manage to get a stack on the hard camp, but they did get the other one.
Yeah, he had to try and do the double stack moving to the east, which is a lot harder than going up or down. So, but that was to try and contest the rune. Otherwise, Boom would have a haste rune, and 19 will be dead. Well, unfortunately.
Well, you know, sometimes it happens.
A little too soon, but he definitely would have been dead with a haste rune.
And down bottom, they're gonna lose BZZ2. Chad barely able to get away. I don't know, man. It's starting to look a little bit like last game. I'm starting to think that Viking GG is just the team to beat right now out of Division 2. They're looking really strong.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of debate there. I mean, they're looking like a potential Division 1 squad. Now, mind you, these teams will both be Division 1, as we know.
Yeah,
just fighting for the higher prize right now. But Unique maybe looking like they're going to be a little bit more worried heading into that next tier of Dota.
It's all things that you can try and work on together. Oh, 19, is he dead again? They have another remnant here for Ember if he wants to commit it. But it looks like they're going to let him be with the tree armor on him. A little bit too scary. So important to get those levels up for Illusion to get that armor. As Toby on up top, they jump through, find the kill on the Vanscore, and now it's Jug that's left alone. He is level 6, and Spin comes out. That's going to keep Zitrax alive. Had the Omni Slash afterwards as well, in case things got dicey. Man. Pretty insane. As top lane, Boom jumps away yet again. Illusion, Nature's Grasp, control. He doesn't have another remnant, but it's too dangerous apparently to go for that kill. Right now, 19 just trying to clear through the creep camps instead.
Yeah, just trying to find something for his hero. I mean, he's doing all right. These are like the last hits. The net worth isn't so great though, unfortunately, because of his death and having to constantly ferry out the mangoes. I would be very concerned about Boom's rotations coming up shortly. He's top of the net worth right now, right next to his own Weaver. And he looks like a scary guy to be making these big rotations. Zitrax pretty low. Don't have any vision. Oh, actually, they do have some vision on him up here. And they're going to spot Boom with the Observer Sentry combo, so they know there's an Invis Ember roaming about.
Yeah, and they'll just play that much more safe. If they can see him moving over towards mid, Illusion immediately backs out again, does not want to get taken down, but does need to keep on soaking up those levels whenever possible. I don't know, it all has the feeling right now of kind of Viking GG getting a little bit more out of the map. Although the taking of the stacks is definitely nice, it being under wards definitely hurts. As 19-teen going in, the Inkswell hits, and he just played way too aggressive there. He gets killed.
Yeah, I don't know if he thought he was safe into the tree or what, but...
Ooh, Toby. It's Omni Slashed, now chased. On to Zitrax, trying to get a cleanup kill. Is Shad still having that time lapse? Will be able to make this secondary play happen as they're bringing in Aramis onto Vanscore as well. Has one stack up. They try and move in, but the time lapse to dodge the Sonic Wave. Oh, it was dirty. They did it to him. He misses the scream afterwards. BZZ, what are you doing, my man? Getting outplayed left, right, and center as they'll take him all down. That was dirty.
Radiant's top tower is under
He's having a rough one. I'd be feeling pretty gross after that little exchange. The double whiffs for the guy. And 10 minutes at least. Oh, well, maybe not. Aramis, is he going to get this? Oh, he got it.
Oh, my God. Run, Aramis. Get out of there.
Anything, dude.
It's nothing. Oh, every bounty rune, every single one going the way of Viking GG.
What about the outpost? Did they have one at least? They didn't, did they?
Nope.
Oh no.
Trent, what's going on?
Oh no, not again.
This is real bad. Well, 2-9. It's 4,000 gold lead at 10 minutes.
Some TI7 grand finals though, you know?
Apparently.
One of those grand finals.
Unique is looking like bait out here. It's a rough one. Jesus. They got Deso coming soon on the Ember. 19-teen trying to get towards any type of item right now. Looks like he's going back for the Vanguard, but for damage being traded. You can see Boom just has like no fear at all. He doesn't even have a remnant out right now. Just knows they can't do anything. And is he gonna solo kill? He's thinking about it.
Yeah,
they kill off another
like
triple kill,
kills
him down. What? Are you kidding me? How did that just happen?
I mean, it was kind of close. He needs some crazy play, but I think he just didn't count the wand.
Oh. Wow. That hurts.
Yeah.
Right. Celery realizes Shadow Demon is there. Vanscore gonna get jumped on. Phantom's Embrace. Come, let me hug you. BZZ does not have a blink again.
Yeah,
he blinked backwards. Blinked. He's dead now too. Can't even get the Sonic Wave off. Dies to the burn. Aramis tears him up. 19-teen just goes in, tries to make something happen, realizing I might die yet again. Time lapse, round 2. They'll find one kill. Omni Slash out isn't enough. Boom. They need that kill and they will get it. Finally, they get something going their way as they take down the Grimstroke and the Ember Spirit. My God.
It's all coming together. Feed him a little bit of gold, get the kill, invest it back into your Juggernaut. Tail as old as time. And now Zitrex will start diving until he also feeds. Chase that courier.
Get it. Never stop. My man's it.
Doesn't have spin TP right now, but he does have reinforcements.
He's like, Aramis, you want to mess with me? Dive away, run, try and hide. That we are killing you. You in particular are dying. Unique, getting on the board.
Yeah,
making it happen.
Sonic Wave to also defend as they push here. Illusion is down bottom. He's throwing up some living armor on the tower, trying to hold this back.
Radiant's middle
Gonna
tower
stabilize a little here. A little bit of a crash cart arriving for Unique. They're gonna be okay.
They're gonna
Until
be okay.
Viking GG start, moving forward again.
Yes, that's a good point. Celery hasn't even opted to take a point yet into the Soulbind. Just going for the maxed out other abilities. Silence is there. Boom. Trying to chase, trying to get the kill. They have the disruption for the moment, but it is going to be a dead Vanscore. While keeping eyes on the left side, BZZ going to take the bug off of them, but the wraparound coming. Do they take Zitrax? No way to stop that TP.
He's basically trying to say you're not even worth ink swell, but then realize he eventually would have to contest it.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, they're going for the kill down bottom.
Sonic Wave used. Toby rooted, trying to live, trying to stay out of there. Swashbuckle has the Rolling Thunder again afterwards, and nothing to break it. Unique.
Wasn't particularly close.
19-teen. He's going crazy. Disarm's there, trying to walk away. He's got more stick charges now. They got the Phantom's Embrace. I can't believe that they tried to turn onto the Bristleback there.
I mean, with more rotations, it was definitely possible. Like, he still TP's out. He's a little worried. I think I'm really surprised they didn't wait for a third hero, because that seems like a very unlikely kill with those two. Because, you know, we've kind of talked about how the stuns are a bit of an issue there. So trying to rely on just the tree to hold them is just so unlikely to succeed.
Yeah. It's, well, I mean, I think it's that feeling of like, we got to do something, you know?
How about a mech on your Queen of Pain? Do you think that's the way to do it?
Is that what she's going for? Okay. Maybe. You never know. I've seen weirder quap builds before.
I'm sure Fada's done it, you know?
Never forget the Blink Dagon quap.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, she's dead.
Now, if he had Greaves there you go.
Me oh my. That'd be the time.
I think not.
So 15-minute mark now. Next round of bounty runes. Does look like they'll be able to pick one up on Chad. Are they getting all 4 bounty runes again? I think Viking GG are going to get all 4 bounty runes again.
It most certainly appears that way, my good sir.
Yeah.
But look, his bottom tower is full HP again.
All right.
Eventually, you have to take a tower. Can't win without taking a tower.
It's true.
I mean, unless the other team GG's, but, you know. We already saw last game that wasn't going to happen.
That's true. Fair enough. Well, let's see. 6,000 gold lead right now. This is looking pretty rough here.
Not giving a lot of break time to our teams heading into the grand final of Division 1, you know? Mm-hmm. I guess with all the delays getting this lobby, that was the best break time we're going to get. That might be longer than the game itself.
True enough. Boom. Sonic Wave hits him, trying to bring him down. It is going to be enough. They drop the kitchen sink onto the Ember, and he will get taken down again. One of the downsides of going for this all-out aggro build. No real way to save it.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Is this it, Lyrical? Is this the comeback that they needed? Is it Dragon Ball Z time? Fighting, flying through the air, smashing into the earth, screaming at each other? Giant comeback?
I mean, it's
unnecessary fake hype. Is that what we need here?
Thank you. Thank you,
my man. If there's anything a Donacaster can bring, it's fake hype. The Sunray. Oh my God, 19 run.
Dyer's
oh, they got the tower. Oh man, play-by-play is easy.
It's so easy, so simple. I think that people loved that, by the way.
Wow, what an epic battle. That was
they got
crazy.
The tower. Can I play analyst now? Actually, you know what? On second thought, I should.
Tower.
I shouldn't.
Just keep saying they could rush now.
Yeah, they could rush now, exactly. Shove waves, guys. Oh God. They found Van's score. God, he just wanted to cast Shadow Poison. 1918 is going to try and go for some creep cutting here. He's cutting creeps. Like, you know what? This is what I got to do, man.
Yeah, he was on that courier. I was going to say, I think he wanted... That's a lot of dire heroes, my guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here. The silence is out. The damage is there. And he is going to die yet again. This was a draft that was built around the puzzle pack.
What was that?
I don't know, man.
They were all there. That's a Radiant Ward, dude.
I don't know. It's a tough one. You know, game is hard. You feel like you got to go for a big play, and then, you know, all of a sudden you're dead, surrounded by 4 heroes. So moving in, Zitrak gets silence, Soulbind onto both of them, Overgrowth onto 3, but all the damage coming from the Ember Celery is not even dropping. Can they kill the egg? They will, but the turnaround is painful. have the Omni Slash, going to be able to land onto both Shad and Boom. Time lapse, keeping him alive. And the chase down coming. He's already used Spin. He's already used Omni. Tries to get the healing ward down to keep him alive, but the damage is too much in the end. And now 19 back again from the grave, only to be sent back there again in just a moment, unless things change drastically very rapidly. Bug on him, continuing to chase Inkswell afterwards, and the Bristle has broken his back as Illusion is going to drop as well. 5 men dead throughout the course of that engagement. Feels real good to be Viking GG right now.
Yeah, and I think that last one of Shad's also just gonna go there. BZ chucks a dagger at him. And with the recap there, yeah, all just for the Phoenix. About a 4,500 XP gain. Wow.
They're already ahead. Oh God. Yeah, he realizes that could have gone south quickly. Gets out of there.
Man, wow, that was so much experience. That like doubled their XP lead.
Yeah, I don't know what you do at this point, because it feels like every step I mean, I guess, what do you need to do? Try and just like hide away, keep living armoring towers, maybe go for like tanks.
They're trying to make Zitrax like an absolute beast. I mean, before that engagement, he was actually top of the net worth, shockingly enough. So I don't know if they're just trying to get him up into like Manta Diffusal and then see if they can get a fight from there. BZZ is cutting waves. That's pretty much all he can do, and 19's just delaying the eventual push of his towers. I mean, at this point, I actually don't even mind this. The last one to feed was like way too short. If he dies here, whatever. He's pulled them all off that tower.
That's true.
Treant is still like grabbing creep waves from and healing up to full HP.
This is working. Delay the game. Outpost, one of them was taken. They got it. Zitrax took the top outpost. And now the chase. I mean, like you said, they're going to kill 19 teen here, but it might end up being okay because, you know, they're not taking objectives while that's happening.
Now would be a good time to roast, though, I think, if you're dire.
There's the analyst.
There he is.
Yeah, it's feeling like they're kind of, I mean, I guess that's one of the problems, right? Is you end up in these situations where you're like, you have so many options of ways that you can play because they're not under any danger of unique, but they kind of have to make the best choice about where to go.
Kind of feels like they just like walk anywhere too. Oh, tree spotted. They have the dust. They got him.
Chase. Chase. Illusion trying to get out of there, and we'll complete his TP.
Yeah,
they didn't break it.
It's well right away or anything.
Radiant's bottom tower is
So,
under attack.
tier 1 tower finally going to be assaulted, and this one should finally be the second tower of the game taken.
Therax is getting pretty low up there. That's an arcane rune ember.
Chase is coming, but boom, he gets purged. And now the turnaround, though. Disruption to try and save the Quap's life. Is she just going to die? Okay, they end up killing off the other two. So Zitrax lives. It comes at the cost of his Quap and the Shadow Demon. And she's smooth, just working on that mech.
Even after like one gank down bottom of just forcing the TP out of Illusion, they just take a tower. Like,
yeah.
If they just commit, there's not a lot you can do. Illusion goes for the only item that's really suitable in this case of the Meteor Hammer. Can't really blame him. This 19 is continuing to try and be a nuisance in the back lines and just accepting his feeding. I noticed he has stopped a lot of the alt chatting. I'd like to see that return right about now, I think.
Yeah, it's time.
Has he lost his motivation and morale?
I think so. It feels like it. I mean, I think both teams have in a way, right? Like Viking GG is sort of in that phase where they're like, all right, we just got to try and clean this up. 11K gold lead, 22 minutes, getting everything they want. EZZ he tries to solo kill the Phoenix. Sonic
That
Wave
was
for
just a
Supernova.
defensive Sonic Wave, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, get off me. That's my purse. I don't know you.
She might just die too if she's not careful. They're not gonna try and go for it. Ooh, Kobe. Gotta get out of there. So they'll back away again after taking on the Bristleback for the 8th time this game. Is Illusion try and go for the Meteor Hammer onto Shad? That's the play.
Oh, excellent. Numerous Meteor Hammers.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, sorry. I thought you meant
don't know.
I thought you said Chad was going for the meteor hammer, so he didn't want the other team too. Because that would have been the play.
I would have liked that.
Yeah, whatever happened to the old those Ember meteor hammers? That was pretty fun. I think that was a bit of a fun build.
That was DJ, right? Yeah, it was
I think
game.
DJ did it on support. I think Thompson was doing it too. I mean, you know, Thompson.
Yeah,
typical.
Of course. Well, Roche, unique, sensing a moment of weakness, the trade-off that you always like to talk about of the tier 2 tower for Roche, and they're able to get it. Yeah, this is.
I mean, if they listened to an analyst, we've done Roche.
Exactly.
You know,
True enough.
this never would have happened. I do not think Roche was a giant priority for Viking in this game, unfortunately.
Well, yeah.
It was a nice medallion purchase, though, right? They like bought medallion and went right in, I think. Oh, actually, they had it. I saw. Oh,
she just bought it. Yeah. So she got.
Didn't have it yet. She had it with Vlad's. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So opting to not go for the Guardian Greaves build, which does mean that she doesn't really have a defensive option on BZZ. But a battle of brewing. They will kill off Vanscore to start this fight, and Zitrak's immediately going to spin TP away. While 19 Teen going to be chased yet again. They got him in their sights, find him with the chains, the bounce back comes the other direction. Toby coming back in for round 3, but it's not even gonna be needed. They kill off the bristleback. God, I mean, for how much we're talking about how important that hero is in this draft, like Viking GG recognized it and are just abusing him.
Yeah, I mean, that's what makes the game just kind of awful at that point. Because like you have to rally around this guy. Otherwise, like, what else do you have? Your only hope is that this Juggernaut somehow gets, like, 13 items.
Yeah.
And I don't think the couriers can use items anymore. So that's going to be a bit of a problem.
Sure enough. He's going for the Aghanim Scepter on Zitrax. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I've seen it quite a bit lately. Yeah, it's neat.
They do find Vanscore yet again.
God, he dies so fast. He just gave up. And look, now they're just like, yeah, he warded.
Oh, wait, Zitrax though. Chase, potentially. Takes off the Embrace. Oh no, but they're leashed together. Dude, if they go down now, you can't afford to lose them. That's the Aegis. Round 2, okay. Does still have that Omni Slash, but the egg is gonna pop right as he comes out of it. Blade Fury doesn't really stop that. Now the chase down coming, does have the Omni Slash, lands on it, boom, this is a big win for them, but now it's on to Toby, back and forth it goes, but the stun as he lands out of the Omni Slash will find the kill onto Jump. But they lost the Ember, but I think that they're willing to take that in exchange for the rest of the cores of Unique.
I'm really surprised they weren't able to get BZZ too. Nice job to come in the backline there with the Sonic Wave to pick something up, and it's gains for both sides. 3,400 XP for the Dire, and 600 more gold as well. So it's still everything going the way of Viking GG.
Mm-hmm.
The only hope is that maybe you hit some breakpoints on your levels for these Radiant heroes now, like getting close to level 15 for the Queen of Pain. Almost level 15 as well for the Treant Protector, because he's just been solo by himself. He's pretty much a core XP-wise.
I want to see him go for the Ags instead of the Blink. I know the Blink's probably the better option, but it's one of those things where, like, to me at least, it always feels better to end the game with an Aghanim Scepter on Tree. Maybe it's terrible.
It's pretty terrible.
Don't hurt my dreams like this.
At least your heal is like way better in this game than a normal. Look at me, like damage over times that would be taking off those like instances if it still worked that way with like the walking and stuff. It's like every hero has damage over time pretty much, except even Weaver does kind of.
Aramis? Oh, if only had a Sonic Wave right there. BZZ could have gotten the kill, but does not. It is kind of a cool quap build, but I think she's dead again now. Phantom's Embrace. It's chasing her. She's got the bug on her. 2 different things to try and take off. No, she was in the Weaver bug instead of the other one. It wouldn't have mattered. She was dead anyways.
That is definitely a viable part of the strat, though.
Yeah. Rooted, stunned, 19 teen, all to the aim of trying to get more space for the Juggernaut to farm up his items.
Here's a fun fact you guys probably didn't notice this game, but
sorry.
If you guys hit Bristleback in the back, it actually has a 40% damage reduction.
Oh.
That's why he's called Bristleback.
Okay.
Sometimes you can't really tell when he's that far behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen them put like any effort towards aiming. I don't think it's really necessary.
The thing I've been so interesting about this though is it literally is like you know, Bristleback dies, Zitrak gives him the well played, but it's like, it feels unironic to me. It's like actually well played. He's like, thank you for doing this for me and extending the game out. So hopefully we have a chance.
I wonder, have they gotten a repair kit too?
Yeah, both teams got one.
Ah, Valve hath smitten us. We have smoked.
I like
Why, dog?
Oh no, 19 teen again.
If you hit him from the side, it's a 20% damage reduction.
Dude, everyone's tipping him. This is so mean. You know he's having a bad game. Come on now. Oh. 112 and 14. Oh wait, no, sorry, not 112 and 14. 112 and 3. They don't have 14 kills. That would be quite the feat.
Yeah, but this bottom tower.
Right?
He's working on it.
He's moving. He's making moves. Oh, blocking his path. Does have spin TP. Stun though. Trying to control. Oh no, get out of there. Oh no. Illusion is going to lose his life afterwards. So too is the Jug. He was so close to that Aghanim Scepter. Still a little ways away now. And the pain, it doesn't stop.
These guys must be really good friends with Virtus Pro Prodigy or something. They're just like, how much time do you guys need?
Yeah.
You guys want to watch a few more replays? You guys done dinner yet? We can drag things on all you need.
They're chilling. They don't have any worries, any cares, anythings. They're like, we want to see 60-minute items.
Yeah,
Let's go.
we're stuck inside all day anyway. You know, we're just quarantining.
That's all right. You know, to be honest, for some of these teams too, I mean, it's probably, you know, it's nice to be on the mainstream for a while. Some of the Division 2 games have been pushed back to others and stuff.
This is just what you want to show off. I don't know if you saw me the other day on WePlay, but I was playing in the grand finals.
Yeah,
oh wow, really? How'd it go? It was okay. Some long fought battles. So
yeah,
that does work.
Yeah, exactly. Makes you seem real cool. Dude, Illusion is just keeping it out here though. Oh, the dust, good blink away. That keeps him alive. And they'll keep him off the tower for at least a little bit. While back towards mid, 19-teen, we've seen this before. Again, no cares about back. Just all hitting Bristle. Chase, okay. A lot of damage on the Van score. He's trying to walk away for the moment. BZG showed up. Have they overextended? Have they gone too far? Possibly not, as they're still going to be able to kill off the Bristle. They're still going to be able to kill Van score. And Aramis going for more. Get back is the call from Zitrax. Charge is the call from Toby. And that's a story of this game.
Zirax just has the most ambitious quick buy. All right, guys, I'm done the Aghanims. Next, I'll get the Abyssal, and then we'll go right for the Butterfly. Then I'll get the Rapier, and I think we can fight them.
He doesn't have a TP.
I mean, he had a bat anyway.
Right.
So.
Unfortunate. Omni Slash trying to bring down Toby. Oh, okay. Well, he got his Aghanims.
There you go. Wow, I don't know why they'd be snoring.
Radiant's bottom tower is
It's a
under
tough
attack.
game. Game is really hard.
Sure, they're very mentally focused right now outside of Viking GG. What a absolute slapping of two games.
Yeah.
This is like the most vicious beatdown I've seen in a while, and this is the finals.
I mean, the thing that's crazy about this too, I guess that, you know, you looked at Unique's performance in the group stages and they went 1 and 2. They're actually 3rd in CIS region, but they ended up being able to make it all the way in. And Viking GG 4-0. Now they did not drop a game. They just looked impressive.
Like it. Yep.
So 19-teen ran at yet again. Boom. Not really concerned about the Bristleback. What did 19-teen do to Boom? You know?
Oh, no.
Like, it was, did he slap his mother or something? Like, what happened? Jesus. BZZ blinks away, TP's out of there, and they find him. Oh, God.
Oh.
Bristleback has just been getting the treatment. 114 and 3.
Oh, pushes back up. Oh, I haven't seen Sunray during Supernova yet. My Phoenix games I've been casting. I feel like when people bought the eggs just for the hits, I never saw it either.
It's true. I feel like the talent just makes you use it more often than the Aghanims would have.
I guess the problem is that usually when you're dragging, you've already used Sunray, right? Isn't that the whole problem?
Yeah, I guess that could be. Does it count as the refresh right when you cast it?
No, I'm pretty sure it's refreshed when it hatches, right?
Okay, got it.
I ain't no Phoenix player though.
That's fair.
Those be my assumptions / memory of how it works.
One more tier 2 tower to claim, and we will see if they can get it easily or not. Just feeling like that might be the case. Is Weaver going for Aghanims? No, he's just gone Satanic. Mjolnir has a cheese up there soon as well.
The Aghanims tends to work when the enemy team can actually have a chance of killing your allies, I think.
That's true.
It's usually a little better then. You could use it on 19 though, so that like when he's almost dead, they could then like refresh him back to full health and then just kill him again.
Right.
You know? You should be able to target enemies for like ultimate BM.
Oh no.
This would be a good game for it.
Vanscore yet again found, killed, and just wherever they go, Radiant is dying.
It's like a mini game. It's like they're playing some horde invasion game or something on their phones where they're just like, how many creep waves can we pull away? How long can we annoy these guys by living armoring towers and meteor hammering and pulling waves? Like, it is shocking how little pressure they've been able to perform, like actually get on these towers. It's pretty impressive, you know?
Yeah. Well, and I guess part of it is that they keep on heading back over and over again to cut those creep waves. Like right now, if they wanted to, they could just go mid. I think that's something that Viking GG are thinking about doing at this point.
For my cause.
So we'll see.
I hope so.
We'll see.
BCZ? What?
Careful.
Why did he right click him?
Oh, run away. Run away. He's gonna be out. He's fine. Supernova now, and the Sunray on top of it. On a 19 again. They have the disruption, trying to keep them away. Still leashed together though. And the Juggernaut likely to go down. Has the Swift Strike soon, and they'll get it off. All right, Omni Slash out as well. Zitrak trying to back away from them. Still staying alive. They're doing a good pitch here. 19 lived through that, but they will lose the tree now. And probably the Bristle as Toby is chasing. Does he have his juke shoes on? Not enough so. So they will lose the Bristle, they'll lose the tree, and 28,000 gold lead. It's 35 minutes in. As Bash comes out, Vanscore is down, Swift Strike again, trying to run away from him, has the Manta style, but the Bash is there from Toby. And with another round, another salvo of damage, they're going to lose BZZ. Stunned now, but good game, well played is finally called as Viking GG are going to take it 9-48. And like you said, I haven't seen a slapping like this in a while. It's been fun.
Yeah, that was Slap City. Pretty cool game. Check it out. Very, very well played by Viking GG. I'm impressed. They